Fremont Federal Credit Union High School football. 92-1 The Wolf. 92-1 The Wolf, WOHF.
And welcome back, and here's the kickoff. It's a squibber, and it's going to be caught and picked up quickly and down at the 47-yard line. So Clyde does not have a deep threat on the kickoff. And I'll tell you what, that up man, he got that quickly, put a knee down. 47-yard line for Norwalk. Mike, that was not good special teams.
No, that's something that Clyde has done all year. They've tried to squib, and if it does not hit the ground, then that up guy was hit right to him. So did a nice job of just getting possession of that ball and going down, and great field position right now for Norwalk.
Senior Garrett Chapin, he's coming in. He was the homecoming king, by the way. He's got two receivers here to the near side, so 4 receivers set. And he's got his running back next to him. And we'll see which one that is. I think that's Olanian. Here comes the man in motion. They go ahead and do a jet sweep. They try to get to the outside and nowhere to go. And the Flyers sniff it out and throw him for a loss.
Robbie Greenslade, nice job just coming upfield, staying level with the ball carrier, and was able to grab onto his jersey and just tug him down the ground. That was a great job by Robbie Greenslade.
And good pursuit by the rest of the Clyde team. You saw after they brought him down, there's like 8 jerseys coming that way. So Clyde read that. Again, that was a Staley on end out and reverse. Still in the 4 receiver set. Chapin. We'll see who's next to him today, running back. He mixes it up. He's back to throw. He's going to hitch across the middle. It's going to be intercepted, and it's going to be Wilson with the interception. And Clyde 1st and 10 at the Norwalk 48.
Nice job by Brady Wilson. Chapin actually threw the ball right to him. He overthrew his receiver, didn't have a whole lot of pressure on him. He just kind of rushed that, and Brady Wilson, great hands, just went right to him. And, good job by the Clyde defense. Without having a whole lot of pressure.
No, that was just an unforced error. And Mike, Chapin can throw the ball. And that time he needed more touch than he needed speed. And Wilson, obviously a receiver, he picks it up and gets the interception. First turnover of the ball game. And that's at the 11-18 mark. All right, so Clyde with the football. Here it comes. Pass, caught, right side. It's going to be Wilson. He fights and gets the first down to the 37. So it's going to be Cook to Wilson, little possession pass. That'll be 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line of the Truckers.
Yeah, Carson Baum came up in that corner position to make that play, but they're giving Wilson probably about 5 yards playing off, and those little possession passes are going to be there.
Well, one thing we've noticed with Cook, again, this is his first-year quarterbacking. He was hurt last year. He can throw the ball long, but he's a bit evasive. He's subtly quick, if that's the way to put it. Here we go, handoff. It's going to be Daniels. Off left tackle, puts his head down. He'll power forward across the 30, down to the 29. Nice run by Daniels. And Daniels last week, he was limping a little bit. He was hurt. That first run shows that maybe he's feeling a little bit better. We're going to go right down to Brad Bannister after this play and check and see how the sizing and team speed are matching up as he's on our sidelines. Brought to you by Frickers. Brad Bannister, number 1 rated sideline reporter in North Central Ohio.
We're just lucky to have Brad with us.
Oh, absolutely. He's our eyes and ears down there. All right, so Clyde's got a 2nd down and short. We'll say 2nd down and 2. And here's a handoff up the middle. Again, Daniels head down. He gets a first down and more. Crosses 20 down to the 19. Clyde offense moving that defensive line, Brad Bannister.
Yeah, they look really good right now getting off the ball. They're very quick. I think Norwalk looks a little bigger, but one thing that you alluded to, John, earlier, and that is Michael Daniels has a little different step tonight.
Obviously, he's got that quicker first cut, Mike, and he's not going down at first contact, I guess, what we saw earlier last week. So first drive by the Flyers, 9:52. It's 1st and 10 on the 19. Now they're going to throw it out here, swing pass, and we're going to have, it looks like we have a penalty, if I'm not mistaken. And it will be caught by Lozier. And I believe it's going to be a block issue. And let's see. Oh, it's a sideline warning by Norwalk. Oh, so that play will go. And that was complete. And that's going to go down to the 16-yard line. So just a pickup of 3. Trying to get Lozier into the ballgame. We noticed that Lozier, didn't get a lot of touches last week. And they bring into the ball game now for Clyde. They bring in Caden Berger, who's kind of like a wingback type, tight end type receiver for Clyde. He comes in at wingback. Daniels to the left of Cook, 2 receivers to the far side. One here to the near side. There's Daniels. He gets it in the middle of the field, breaks his tackle, gets across the 15, down to the 14-yard line. Nice hard-fought couple yards, and that'll make it third down, and we'll call it 5 here with 9:27 to go in the first quarter.
Daniels did a nice job of getting through that line. Dalton Stefani, who is 6'1", 245, jumped on his back, and Daniels was able to carry him for about a half a yard. So that's pretty much showing that I think he's 100% right now.
So big third down play for Clyde. Here comes Berger in motion. He lines up the fullback. He throws a block out here. Daniels hits head down, and let's go right down to Brad Bannister. Brad, the officials got him right at the 10. One got him short. What are we looking at here?
We're looking at 4th and 1, and I can't believe that Clyde wouldn't go for this here.
Is the ball spotted at the 10? Yep. So 4th and 1. 8:44 to go. Clyde, obviously, the first play of the ball game was an interception. That actually was a sack and then an interception. Here comes Lozier in motion. And Clyde looking to see when he comes in motion, do the backers follow him to find out where the seam is. Play clock is at 7, and I think Clyde's going to take a timeout. They are going to take a timeout and think about it. Of course, we're going to take a timeout here, too. Remind you that our timeouts are brought to you by Weldy Insurance. We'll be back after this from Norwalk.
Miller Super Value in Clyde is the place to shop for great savings on groceries. Each week, hundreds of items are discounted to help you save even more. Check out their expanded meat department. For a great supper, shop Miller's extensive deli for fried chicken, wings, great salads, and side dishes. Take and Big Pizza and fresh daily sushi are now available. Miller Super Value, your hometown grocery, is proud of our Clyde Fliers. Go Flyers!
Mom?
Yeah?
Remember how you asked me to give the dog a bath?
Yeah?
Well, he sort of got loose.
Oh, okay, honey.
There's water all over the new floors upstairs.
Hey, it happens.
Waterproof, mud-proof floors. From hardwood looks to stone and tile, they have it all. Lodich & Sons Flooring America, where friends send friends. And right now, get up to $1,000 off or enjoy no-interest financing during the Spill-Proof Flooring Sale. Save big on waterproof carpet and hard surface flooring. Lodich & Sons Flooring America, 702 Stone Street in Fremont.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. 92-1 The Wolf. 92-1 The Wolf, WOHF.
And just as we get back to action, Daniels goes off right guard. Vertical gets 5 and gets Clyde first and goal at the 5-yard line. This is a 7-play drive by Clyde here, 8-10 and counting. And we had, what do we have there? Another quick handoff, and he got down to maybe the, where are you going to spot it? The score. And there's Daniels into the end zone for the score. So Clyde scored. He looked awful solid there. 3-yard run by the Flyers, and they strike first blood. Your in-game scoreboard is now 6-0. Holman on the kick for the Flyers.
Number 83, Sidney Holman. That did a nice job right behind Walker Britt and Jordan Lee, who opened that hole up and just pushed the Truckers into the end zone.
Clyde got into the Fremont floor covering red zone. Took him 3 plays to get it in the end zone. Let's see if Holman can convert. There's a hold. There's snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. We'll keep it right here. So Sidney Holman continues hitting those extra points for Clyde, and they are on top now, 7-0 here early. Boy, we talked about it. Team with the least amount of interceptions, turnovers. And on the first play, Chapin just a little pumped up. He overthrew his receiver, and Clyde marched right down the field.
Yeah, and like we said, too, you take advantage of the turnovers. Just don't get a turnover and then have to, punt the ball back to the opposite team. So Clyde did a nice job of taking advantage of that quick turnover, and they're going to get the ball at the start of the second half. So, again, that's a huge bonus for Clyde right there.
Well, eliminating possessions is good defense.
And that, right? Correct. And that's Chapin's 3rd interception on the season.
Let's see if Clyde kicks the ball past the 50-yard line this time. So the Flyers struggling a little bit on the kicking side, but they do have the lead here. Again, 7-0 early, 7:49 to go in the first quarter of play. Norwalk will get the ball for their second possession. And here's the approach, and there's the kick. And this time it's end over end. That's going to be fielded at the 25 to the 30. Getting middle field, cut to the left side of the 40, and getting dropped right at the 39-yard line. Nice return up there, and that looked like Cohen Clausen, a sophomore, comes in. And it'll be still pretty good field position for Norwalk at their own 39. Clyde had a 9-play, 48-yard scoring drive.
Yeah, that's a great job of taking advantage of what's given to you. Clyde decided they're going to kick it a little bit deeper, but still, really good field position for Norwalk.
I'll tell you what, Norwalk coming on the field, they look big to me. And Brad Bannister, I know you said that they look pretty good size there offensively. Here's a handoff. Nope, a pass across the middle, and it's going to be complete. That time nearly blocked, but nice straight seam pattern to Phillips. And we remember Phillips. He was Chapin's main guy, and he came right out and hit him. Let's go right down to Brad again. It looks like Norwalk's offense is pretty good size right now.
Yeah, they're really big, John. And like I said, Chapin really kind of adds to that because he looks humongous standing behind there in the shotgun as the quarterback here for Norwalk. But that was a really good pass. And
completion for Norwalk again. Chapin just right down that seam, Mike, wide open. One of the Clyde defenders did a swat at it and couldn't get it. Here we go. Handoff. Left side. Up the middle. Nowhere to go. That time again, that was Daniel Trazic. So, excuse me, Tragic. And we'll get the correct pronunciation for there, but that was going to be a run and pickup of 1 down to the 34-yard line. It'll be second down and 9 at the 34. 7:10 to go here. Clock running. Clyde up 7-0.
That was a nice combination by Robbie Greenslade, Remington Norman, and Dylan Overmeyer, all converging on that tackle.
3 receivers to the near side, so 4 receivers set 1 on the back side. They're going to go ahead. Chiefs got an option out to the other side, and they're going to get some pretty decent yardage. They're going to get down to the 30 at least. There'll be a pickup of at least 4. And he got that out to, again, Daniel Trechik.
Dylan Overmeyer, nice job of sliding out and being able to keep that in front of him, making the stop.
So Trechik is 6 foot 220. So he's a pretty good sized running back there. We didn't see him the first week.
And Overmeyer went out for some reason, and no replacement went in, so Clyde had to call a timeout to get a replacement in.
All right. Well, we're going to keep it right here because we already hit our timeout for the quarter. So would that have been a legal substitution then?
No, it would not have been a legal substitution, but if they had snapped the ball while he was running on the field, he would have been offsides because he had to come from the back of the Clyde.
I got you. On the sideline.
Yes.
All right, so let's check in with Brad. So Brad right now, a little sign of life with the Norwalk offense. That big pass play that got them energized, it looked like they wanted to start to speed it up a little bit.
Yeah, and when we watched Norwalk play Bellevue earlier this season, that's exactly what Chapin did. He was
Smith hit about a 50-yard field goal when we were here last time. Guy's got a leg. So don't think that they won't throw him out on the field if they get a chance. All right, so now it's going to be a bunch formation on the right side for Norwalk. And Chapin is looking for the snap. He's got it. He fakes the handoff. Play action. He's got time. He throws it over here. It's incomplete. His receiver, his intended receiver, was Phillips. Phillips on a crossing pattern. He was guarded out there. Let's see, for Clyde, that was Bolger on coverage, and it was just a little high, and now it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, he missed Sam Battles, so Sam Battles ran straight down the sideline, and he was wide open at the goal line.
All right, and so, as I had said, their kicker, he's phenomenal. You'll see him play somewhere next year. Garrison Smith, 5'10", 170, setting it up at the 37, so it will be a 47-yard field goal attempt. And he can kick it. He kicks it high, and it's long, and it is good. I tell you what, I'd love to have that kicker on my team. We will take a timeout. 7-3 your score here in Norwalk. We'll be back after this.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds. all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Ohio did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. 92.1 The Wolf. 92.1 The Wolf, WOHF.
All right, welcome back. That was 5 plays, 61 yards. Big pass plays, about a 29-yard pass completion to Phillips, but then the drive stalled. Clyde defense came up pretty well, but Smith with a 47-yard field goal with room to spare. And they get on the board at 7-3, 6:15 to go here in the first quarter of play. So Clyde with the ball in their own 20, moving right to left. Cook looking. He fakes. Bubble screen over here is going to be to Noss, and we've got a penalty flag at the 20. Boy, I tell you what, Noss got drilled on the sideline over here at Norwalk. And what is it going to be?
It's going to probably be a hold by one of the wide receivers out
holding.
And that's exactly what it is. Right. You know, when you have that bubble screen, it takes a little bit of time, and the wide receivers have to maintain that block. And if the defense back gets off a little bit, a lot of times they're just going to grab on, and that's what the officials saw.
Boy, I tell you what, that moves it way back. Clyde's got 1st and 20 at the 10. So field possession, kind of a big deal. 6:08 to go, 7-3 in the in-game scoreboard by Athletic Supply. Clyde on top 7-3. And now the Norwalk defense with an opportunity, Mike, to pin Clyde back. Let's see what the Flyers do. And we've got a penalty over here, and it might be in all sides. And maybe Norwalk wants to give them 5 yards back.
Yeah, it looks like they're moving that way.
First couple flags of the evening. So, Brad Bannister, you still comfortable down on that sideline?
Oh, it feels excellent. You can't ask for a better night than this right now. Absolutely beautiful.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 15 now. At the 15, Lozier in motion out to the right. 2 receivers on the far side, 2 here to the near. And now Daniels to the right side of Cook. Cook, prototype quarterback. He's back. He's rolling. He throws a quick out over here. Bubble screen will be caught and broken tackle by Wilson. Wilson gets another one to miss him, and he gets a first down to the 33. I tell you what, Brady Wilson, he has got great balance because he'll get hit and bounce off you, and he got himself that first down. That was all effort there by Wilson. 18-yard pass play. 1st and 10, Clyde at the – Yes, it is 1st and 10 at the 33.
Yeah, he shook off Jesse Harris, who tried to wrap him up but wasn't able to do it. And then Ethan Phillips was able to come up and take him down. But nice job by Wilson.
So Cook at quarterback. He looks. He hands off to Daniels. Daniels in the middle of a scrum, but he gets his head down. He'll power forward for about 4. They'll get him to right around the 39.
Nice job.
Actually, that's going to be about 6. Nice run there by Daniels.
Nice job by that offensive line. Trenton Monamy was just pushing his man back, and Daniels is right on his back to get that extra yardage.
So it'll be 2nd down and 4 on the 39. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Now you've got a wing back, handoff off the left tackle, and they will not get the first down. Daniels with the carry. He'll pick up about 3. It'll be 3rd down and 1 at the 43-yard line.
Daniel Tracek was able to come up and make that stop from his linebacker spot.
Clyde quickly the line of scrimmage. They run some different fronts, Mike. You generally go 2 and 1, but then they'll bring the wing back in and move him around. Sometimes they'll go 4 wideouts. Very rarely will they ever go 5. They're showing blitz right now. And what are we going to have, an offsides or procedure?
I think we had a Clyde player move when the linebacker came up and showed that he was going to blitz.
And I think you're right.
Yep, that's Yeah, he came up hard, and they were coming. They were coming hard, and the offensive lineman just could not hold it and got ready a little sooner than what he should have.
I'm back to 37. 3 penalties on this drive. All right, now 3rd down and 6. That should alter the play call by the Flyers. Here comes a man quickly in motion, and that's Nuff. So now Clyde's got 3 receivers set here near us and 1 on the far side. Jaden Cook, leading passer in this SBC. He'll hand up to Daniels at the middle, and Daniels is going to try and break it. He'll get about 5, maybe 6, but he'll be at the 42, and they will be short, and they will have to punt the football. Well, Clyde shows 4th and 1, like they're going to go for it quickly. Let's see if they do. They're going to maybe try to draw them offside.
Yeah, this would be a field position battle right now that you probably don't want to lose.
They're going under center, and Cook gets it, and he pours forward, and he's going to get the first down. They scrum him all the way out to almost midfield. Brad Bannister down to you. That time, Cook just head forward, and there was no stopping him.
Yeah, the coaches over here on the sideline for Clyde noticed that there was a little bit of an opening over the center, so that's when he shifted into that under center movement. Cook did straight ahead, easy first down for Clyde.
All right, so Clyde, which got the ball on their own 20, went back to their 10. Now they're at midfield on this drive. 9 plays already. 3:11 to go in the quarter. Hand off to Daniels off left tackle, who cut up in the middle. Head down, gets by another one. First down to the 39. Oh, my, Daniels running with authority right now. And maybe what we said in the pregame, Mike, Norwalk is expecting Clyde to throw. And Clyde's run.
Yeah, because Daniels last week did not have a big game, but he's showing tonight that he's back 100%.
Oh, my. And they'll get him again on the right side. This time they read it, and they get him in the backfield, and they'll spot him back. Boy, they're going to give him a pretty poor spot on that. He got hit at the 41. The ref brought him all the way back to the 43.
Yeah. Jacob Stebble did a nice job, just came right through the line of scrimmage, was untouched, and was almost there at the same time the handoff was there.
And we called it. He's a good linebacker. He's a good player. So it'll be 2nd down, and it's going to be about 13, maybe 14. And, it's quiet in the stands. We can hear the coaches calling out the plays, and it's a very sterile environment still. But this stands has twice as many fans as it did 3 weeks ago when we were here.
Easily twice as many.
Cook with the ball. He's rolling to his left. He's being threatened. He's got to take off, and he'll get sacked. That time he did not be able to read that Mason Hughes was coming his way, and Cook was ready to let it go, and he got sacked. So nice job by the Norwalk defense. That little stunt, and they come from behind and throw him back. Now it's going to be third, maybe 20 for Clyde. So that really changes those rushing numbers.
Like we said earlier, if Norwalk's going to be putting a lot of pressure on Cook, and they're sending their linebackers about every play from the inside as well as from the outside.
3 receivers to the far side. Cook back to throw. He's getting blitzed again. There he goes again. Well, Cooks is going to roll and throw it out here, and it's going to be incomplete. And Clyde will be forced to punt. So bringing in a naked blitzer from the blind side of Cook, and it ends up being a punting situation for the Flyers.
Yeah, that was Mason Hughes coming again.
Second time.
Straight after him. And Carson Bauman did a great job of defending that pass, knocked it down just before it got to the receiver.
14-play drive. That goes for naught. And Phillips quickly comes up.
The offense is still out there, but this is where we're going to see a quick kick.
Yeah. And he floats it down. Let's see if it's, got a nice break. And Clyde's going to get the ball down at the 5-yard line. So that time it was Cook on that pooch punt. It hits and spins to the right side. And 1:14 to go in this first quarter. It's been a good first quarter play.
Yes, it has. And one thing about that pooch punt, you really can't put somebody back, because if you put somebody back, leave a receiver uncovered, then Cook, as your quarterback, is going to see that, and then that's a good opportunity to get that first down. So, Cook did a nice job of getting a little backspin on that ball, so it did not go into the end zone, and out of bounds at 5.
All right, so 1st and 10 for the Norwalk Truckers. They don't fix that scoreboard. Now they finally do. 1st and 10 at the 5-yard line, moving left to right. This will be their 3rd possession. They got a field goal on their last drive. 7-3 the score. Clyde on top. Chapin in the end zone. He's going to hand off. It's going to be a breakaway run. They're going to pick up about 7 that time again. So Trazik gets it. Trazik getting all the action. I tell you what, that's a nice run. He got the ball all the way out to about the almost spot about the 12-yard line. He's a nice big running back. Again, they're going to hand off to him again. And this time he's going to break another tackle. And he'll get the first down all the way to 21. So we're talking 16 yards on 2 carries by Trazik. And Norwalk's starting to find a little bit of their own running game.
Yeah, Dylan Overmeyer scraped over to that side, but not after he got a first down. Also on the tackle was James Click, who was out there at corner.
So if you ever notice that Trazik, he's hard to bring down.
Yeah.
I mean, people are moving when he collides with them. So it'll be 1st and 10 Norwalk at the 22. Moving left to right, down 7-3 with the football. 26 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. There's a high snap. Trazik again gets it, puts his head down this time. Nowhere to go. The Clyde defense stood solid. And it will be for maybe a yard.
Yeah, Walker Britt was right there. Did not get moved at all, as well as Remington Norman. Did not get pushed back one little bit, and he just ran into that wall of defenders, and then Dylan Overmeyer came up to clean it up.
All right, that's going to be the end of our first quarter of play. Your score here in Whitney Field is Clyde 7, Norwalk 3. Stay tuned for the second quarter of action. This is Fremont Federal Credit Union High School football. 92-1 The Wolf, part of the BAS Sports Network.
Have you heard about the More for Your Score program from Firelands Federal Credit Union? Get rewarded when you allow them to access your credit report to determine if they can save you money. For a limited time, earn a $10 Amazon gift card just for participating and a rebate up to $100 when you open a loan at Firelands Federal Credit Union. Take charge of your debt and improve your credit score. Visit them at firelandsfcu.org to sign up. Must be over 21 with one open trade line somewhere else.
While the battle on the field is intense, I'm suggesting a place that's not so intense. You're invited to the Buckeye Restaurant and Suites in Clyde. The Buckeye is a new family restaurant serving comfort food. This is one thing that the Fliers and Truckers can all agree on: delicious food, hometown comfort. This Sunday, join us for Sunday brunch from 10 till 2. Visit the Buckeye, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 203 West Buckeye Street in Clyde, or check us out either on Facebook or on the web, buckeyerestaurant.com.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. 92-1 The Wolf. 92-1 The Wolf, WOHF.
All right, back to action. Second quarter, Chapin back to throw. He's looking, he throws. It's going to be caught across the middle of Phillips, and it'll be a first down to the Clyde 33. So now Norwalk finding a little bit of that offensive rhythm that they're looking for, and he was open. And Phillips, he runs good routes, and, well, you know, Chapin loves to throw the ball to him.
Yeah, that was a nice curl comeback route, and Brady Wilson had the coverage, but on the comeback, he got enough separation to make the catch.
You talked about it earlier. If Clyde keeps the linebackers at bay and Chapin has time to throw, here comes Trachik, and he's going to get thrown for a loss. Off to the right side, Clyde comes across the line of scrimmage, throws him down, but if Chapin has time to throw, I mean, he's going to hit a lot of passes. He's got to have a little bit of pressure. Let's see what they do. It'll be second down and maybe 11 on the 34.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job of the Clyde line right there, not allowing any seams to open up.
All right, so looks like Darian Ayers moved to number 2 for this ball game tonight. Thank you so much, Brad Bannister. Chapin's got Trachik next to him. He's looking to throw. He's looking down the seam pattern. He's going to throw it up here, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of all defenders. Phillips was there. Darian Ayers was there. And also, who's coming back from the backside? That was for Clyde also, Bailey Eberle. Yeah. Good coverage by the Flyers, but the ball still touched the hands of the receiver. Yeah. I mean, that's how good Chapin is.
Yeah, that's I'm glad that we got the numbers straightened out. Darian Ayers, I thought that looked like him out there, but we gave James Click a little bit of airtime.
So he got a little rep there today. So 11 minutes to go here in the first half, still 7-3. Norwalk's got a third down and 11 at their own 34. And the official wants to get that clock operator in sync also. And big third down play for the Truckers. 2 receivers to each side. Now here comes Trachik in motion. They're going to throw it right out to him, and he drops the ball. That time he saw for Clyde it was Berger getting ready to come up to him, and he took his eyes off the ball to look at Berger, and that pass will go incomplete, and I'm sure the Truckers are going to have to punt the football here.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Berger, untouched. And when you throw a little wide out flare pattern and you've got a defender like Caden Berger standing out there, you probably want to think twice, because that would have probably been about a 3-yard loss if he would have caught it.
All right, so here we go. It looks like it's going to be Smith back to punt. He kicks it high. It's going to be short. It's going to hit. Clyde will let it go. And it's going to be down right about the Clyde 20-yard line. Clyde will have first and 10 at the 20. So the Norwalk Truckers go 7 plays. Let's go down to Brad Bannister. Brad, looking at these squads, size and speed and the competitive nature down there, what are we seeing?
It's time to check your program to see if you're tonight's game ball winner. Tonight's game ball is donated by Battles Insurance. It's the Norwalk team roster page in your program. It's been signed by the homecoming king, number 12, Garrett Chapman. Then you won tonight's game ball. Be sure to check the Norwalk roster page to see if it's been signed by the homecoming king.
All right, let's just keep things going here. We didn't get Brad in the broadcast. I'm not sure what happened there. All right, so here we go. Clyde with the ball. Looking to throw. They're going to quick pass out here. Caught by Wilson. Wilson had to come backwards to get it. Be a nice pass by Cook. And Clyde's got their own combination. Cook and Wilson now going at it. And nice possession pass, about 6 yards. They get the ball up to about the 26.
Second and 4.
And what do we have on the field now?
It looks like, again, they're going to send some linebackers, and it's just making that Clyde offensive line jump.
So another procedure penalty.
Yeah, they don't hide it at all. When they're going to come, they come right up to the line and show it. And the Clyde line, they just cannot be still for that.
All right, so it's going to be second down and 9. And it's a delayed draw to Daniels. And he'll get to just about the 25. We'll say the 24, so it's going to be a big third down play for Clyde.
Yeah, that was a nice job of coming up by number 3, Oliver Maloney, and putting a solid hit on Daniels, spun him around.
So Cook, he's got 2 receivers at each side. Kind of a passing down for Clyde. Third down, and we'll say a good 6 yards. 9:39 here in the first half of play. And it's third down and 6. The scoreboard's second down and 4. Back, looking. They get it out here. It's going to be caught to Lozier. Lozier gets by the defender, and he'll get the first down to the 33. That time, Lozier was able to sidestep the defender, but hit the turf, and it'll be first and 10 Clyde. Nice little possession pass out to the left side. Mike Clyde has been able to get all those 5-6 yard possession passes all night long. No coverage on the perimeter.
Yeah, the defenders are covering about 5 yards off, and the Clyde receivers are driving them back and they're coming back for the ball, which makes an easy pitch and catch.
7-3 our score here, in-game scoreboard. And here we go, another possession pass, and it's going to be low. That time Cook rushed it to Wilson. Pass incomplete. Yeah. Make it second down and 10.
That time the corner went deep, and Andrew Mazzona from Norwalk tried to get out and cover that. He was open.
Well, Clyde trying to get the ball down near where Brad Bannister's at. Let's give him some action down that end of the field. Second down and 10. So Clyde moving a little more passing here versus running with Daniels, but Daniels going to get it that time. And he's going to get spun around, and he'll fight for about 3. Get him to the 35-yard line. So a good pickup of 3, fighting tooth and nail, but now it'll be third down, and we'll call it 7. So Brad Bannister down on the field. The temperature started to drop a little bit here.
Yeah, it's a little bit cooler than it was earlier, but it's still a beautiful night for football, and I'm sure the players don't mind this one bit.
Oh, no. All right, 3 receivers for Clyde. One to the far side. Cook has got Daniels next to him. Big third down play. Clyde's not thrown across the middle of that defense at all yet tonight, Mike. You got a feeling that Cook is going to try to go deep on this one. There he is. He's straight back. He's going to bubble screen to this side, caught by Wilson. And Wilson's going to get sacked. He's going to lose the football. And they'll fight for it. It looks like Clyde's going to retain. Wilson got pounded. And that'll be a loss back to the 33. And Clyde will be forced to punt again. So the Flyers offense that looked so well in the first drive has sputtered here the last two possessions.
Yeah, Norwalk did a great job. Nice defense. They just dropped back into the zone and just waited. Jacob Stebble was able to come up and put that hit on Wilson and knock that ball loose. But that was a defense that Norwalk needed to have. Didn't send the linebacker, just kept them back in coverage, and there was no place for Cook to put the ball.
I believe it's Phillips back there looking for that football at the 30-yard line. Cook, the quarterback for Clyde, to punt at his own 20. Good snap, and there he goes. He puts it up, and boy, hits it kind of off the side of his foot, but it's going to kind of spin around and run. And Phillips is going to let it go, and they're going to down it right at the 31. So Norwalk will get the ball in pretty good field position at their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't the prettiest of punts, but
about 36 yards. It was kind of
effective.
A spinner off the side of the foot.
Yeah, those are the kind that you know are not going to get returned, and you just want to hope that they're going to bounce your way.
That they're going to go the direction that you're looking for. Yep. All right, so the Norwalk Truckers, who moved the ball in their last drive, but they were forced to punt. They got the ball at their own 5 and moved all the way down to the 34, and they had to turn it over to Clyde. Now, in turn, it's going to be Norwalk with the football. Norwalk on the sideline, so I'm guessing that holding. Oh. Okay, so there was holding by Norwalk.
So that's
on the return, so that's going to take it 10 more yards back. So we're going to move that down to the 21, it looks like. All right, boy, you don't want that to happen. Boy, Mike, I tell you what, we're sitting in the stands here today. It's beautiful, but this is looking like a pretty full crowd.
It does. I don't know about
not trying to call the police on anybody, but
it's not the 20% capacity.
No, not at all. And here we go to the left side. They're going to get the ball there quickly. They get to their scat back, Katie Staley, and he's going to pick up some. He picks up some pretty good yardage off the right side. Gave it to the speed back, and he'll get the ball up to, we'll say, the 27. You can hear him calling out the defense, and now Clyde's going to show blitz, and they're going to go ahead and throw the running back for a major loss. That time, Clyde did stunt the linebackers. Let's go down to Brad Bannister. Brad, the Clyde Flyer defense, I think they got a kind of feel right now that they need to hold.
Yeah, it seems a lot of times Norwalk is kind of trying to push it one way, that the back stops, starts to head, and then that's when Clyde sends those backers up in there and attacks them.
Third down to 5 at the 26. Big third down play for Norwalk. Two receivers on the far side. Of course, they'd love to go to Phillips, so let's see where Phillips is at. And they're going to throw it out here, and they get it to Phillips, and Phillips is going to get the first down and more. So that time it was Darian Ayers gave Phillips too much room, and Phillips wide open and gets the ball all the way up to the 50-yard line. There'll be a pickup of 24. That'll be 1st and 10. Norwalk moving right to left here on this drive.
Yeah, I think Darian Ayers is respecting that speed a little bit too much, and again, it was a little comeback, and Darian Ayers just grabbed on and actually was able to get him down then.
Chapin hands off to Trachik. He'll spin, he'll get hit, and he'll get a few. I'm going to spot him about the 47. He'll pick up maybe 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. 5:53 to go here in this first half of play. 7-3, your in-game scoreboard by Athletic Supply.
Nice job by Caden Berger and Robbie Greenslade come up combining on that stop.
We thought this game would be pretty close, and it's exactly the way we're going to see it played. But low scoring compared to a high-scoring game. Again, right here, Phillips right near us on this sideline. Chapin looking at him. He's got a receiver to the far right, and he's got Trachik right next to him. They're showing blitz, and they come in, and they come after Chapin, and they get him. We're going to have a hold, too. We're going to have 2 flags down the middle of the field, so Clyde sends the linebackers. Mike, what are we going to see?
We're going to see a holding for sure on Norwalk because they just grabbed right a hold. Yep.
And Norman with the sack.
Yep, Norman, and they just grabbed a hold of Dylan Overmeyer when he came through the line, and then it allowed Remington Norman to make that play.
So that moved the ball all the way back to the 43-yard line of Norwalk when they're in Clyde territory at the 47. But that gives them a little more room. Only second down. Again, look to Phillips. They got two receivers here to the near side. Chapin's going to throw the football. He's looking. Now he's going to have to run with it. And he's going to get hit. And he's going to get dropped. And it's going to be Dylan Overmeyer hitting Chapin.
Oh, yeah, he was sliding.
At the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there because Dylan Overmeyer came in with his shoulder when Chapin was sliding on the ground. And, the officials obviously thought that, nice, clean play.
Inadvertent.
Yeah.
Right, so it'll be third down and 11. You could hear, we're right in the middle of the fans here, and they got kind of wound up on that one, and I couldn't understand that. Phillips into the ball game. Now he's going to split out to the right side, and they're going to put to number 1 over here, Battles. So Phillips are going to put him in a wing. Let's see what they're going to do. There's a 3 set on the right side. Boy, they're going to fake. They're looking over here. One-on-one to Battles, and just overthrown.
He had Darian Ayers beat.
He did.
And
the safety, too.
Yeah, Bauer is coming over from the safety position to try to help out, but, he had at least 3 steps on him. If that pass would have been on target, that would have been 6 on the board.
So Smith back in to punt. 4:13 to go in the half, 7-3. These teams a little bit of a middleweight bout here tonight, Mike, as they're punching at each other. They have to punt the ball again. Clyde will get not good field position. As we know, Smith can punt the football, let alone a place kick.
Norwalk has a total unbalance. Okay, now they're coming back over and balancing it out.
Yep. Kind of a smart idea, right? And here comes Smith. He kicks it high, and it will spin over, and it will be... He didn't touch it. And let's see if the official says it.
We'll see if he touched it or not.
He didn't touch it, but he let it run. There, that time, let's go down to Brad Bannister. Griffin Nuff playing a little bit of Russian roulette down there, Brad.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a situation where he wasn't sure whether to field it or not. And then he just said, I'll let it go. And that definitely was difficult for Clyde because he got the ball at the 2-yard line.
No, the officials just made it confirmed that they did not think that the Clyde player touched the ball. So it's all on what the officials think.
Well, absolutely. That's why they're on the field. So now a big deal. So Clyde is a little bit of pickle, 401. Norwalk holds here. And I tell you what, they get great field position. At the 2, they hand off to Daniels. Daniels is going to power forward.
I don't think he got out of the end zone. What do you think, Brad?
Got to the 1.
Got to the 1. Wow, a loss of 1.
Boy, they drove him back. That line surge from Norwalk just continually drove him back into the end zone.
Well, I tell you what, got to be careful here.
Yeah, now it's.
Well, let's first of all, Norwalk gets the ball this end of the field. It's an automatic field goal. We know that for them. But they'd like to go ahead and get a touchdown and take the lead. Second down and 11 at the 1. And here they go again. They scrum it in the middle again. And the officials will stop it and spot the ball about the 3. So it's going to be third down and 9 at about the 3.5 yard line. 3:07 to go in the half. 7-3. Clyde with the lead. And boy, I tell you what.
They're in a tough spot right now. Norwalk line, defensive line, they're just dropping down and just causing a big pile right in front of the line of scrimmage.
You want to roll out your quarterback stepping back in the shotgun. You roll him out?
They're confused. They're not sure exactly what they want to do. Coach Carter needs to take a timeout.
We'll take a timeout here. Big play coming up right after this on the BAS Sports Network.
Hi, it's Eagle 99 and 92 on the Wolf Sports Director Kyle Knight for Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont. When it comes to outfitting the sports staff here at the radio station, we go to Juan and Athletic Supply. Athletic Supply offers us affordable prices on shirts and pullovers and handles all the custom embroidery. No matter what your sport, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, or volleyball, you'll find the equipment and clothing you need to make you look good and play good. So get in the game at Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont.
Do you know what's going on with your insurance? Welty Insurance Group will give you a pain-free pandemic insurance checkup. Welty Insurance Group and Erie Insurance have coverage for home, life, auto, boats, motorcycles, and commercial. Get a quote you can trust and get a chance to win a gas card. Our family serving yours. Call Welty Insurance Group at 419-334-4477. Your Erie agents in Fremont, Tiffin, Fostoria, Cary, and Sandusky. And at weltyinsurance.com.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. 92-1 the Wolf. 92-1 the Wolf, WOHF.
All right, here we go. Big play. It's 3rd down and 9 at the 3. Clyde at their own 3. Norwalk in a position out trying to get the ball back. Cook back to throw. He's looking. He's got a guy. No, he's going to go ahead and throw it out here. And there's going to be, well, I tell you what, they're going to say no harm, no foul. That time the defender ran into Wilson, and they did not call anything. They said no harm on that one. Clyde's got the punt out of their own end zone. And they kind of did what we talked off there.
Yeah, they did.
They left Wilson in the flat instead of bringing him around.
You know, a little crossing pattern across that, and the safety trying to trail it. But right there, you had Jesse Harris, who went up for the ball, as well as Wilson went up for the ball. A little contact, but
2:37 to go in the half. 7-3, Clyde with the lead. But guess what? Norwalk's going to get the ball in great field position. And don't think for a minute Norwalk's not going to try and go ahead and block this. Phillips standing back at the Clyde 42. And it will be Cook in the end zone. He cannot take a step back. So now, special teams. Cook needs one of his better punts on this one. There's the snap. It's good. And he kicks it. Not good again, but it's going to hit about the 30 and take a Clyde bounce. And it's going to bounce all the way to the Clyde 47. And they'll advance it to the 45. So it'll be 1st and 10 Norwalk at the Clyde 45 with 2:28 to go. Brad Bannister, hey, things are getting a little interesting right now.
Yes, it is, John. It's getting real interesting. And when you look at what Norwalk's done field position-wise, they always seem to have Clyde reeling or backed up against the wall, or they have the ball at midfield. So we'll see how this plays out as this game moves forward here in the second quarter.
That's a really good comment, Brad, because field possession, the first drive of the night, Clyde got good field position, marched right down and scored. But since then, Norwalk has controlled the field position, and they got a chance to take the lead here. So here we go. Chapin, 4-receiver set. They go ahead and hand off to Trachik, and we've got penalty right in front, and it's going to be another holding penalty, it looks like, by Norwalk.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious when the official throws that flag right into the line of scrimmage.
So Clyde brought Jaden Johnson over here to play defense against Phillips. They switched. Darian Errors. Oh, 15-yard penalty. Face mask?
Chop block.
Oh, chop block. Oh, my. All the way down to the 25-yard line?
No, 1st and 25.
Yeah, 1st and 25. I thought, wow, what's he talking about? Let's do the math, but the ball should be spotted at the 40.
1st down, 25 for Norwalk.
All right, so we know they're going to throw the football. Yeah. All right, we've had only one turnover here tonight, and it was the first pass by Chapin. He's looking to run. No, he's going to keep it himself, and this time he'll get some yardage, but he'll get hit after he picks up maybe 2. And they'll give it. Well, let's give him 3 on that carry. It'll be 2nd down and 22. Britt and Overmeyer on the tackle.
Yeah, they did a nice job of getting off their blocks and be able to come up. There was a big pile right there that Chapin had to try to get around.
Well, Phillips is out on the right side. He's got Brady Wilson on him. And Chapin back to throw. He's looking. He's going across here. It's going to be a crossing pattern, and it's going to be caught. A nice open field tackle by the Flyers. And they get the ball down underneath to Maloney. And Maloney is going to be sacked down by Wilson on the tackle. That'll move the ball to the 49. So it'll be 3rd down and about 14, maybe 15 yards at least. They've got to get to the Clyde 35. And you would think that they want to try and get there and give their field goal kicker a chance to go ahead and throw 3 more on the board at minimum.
Yeah, we've seen that he's made them from 50 before. So.
Oh, absolutely. So Trachek in the backfield. Chapin's got him in motion now to the right side. Chapin's looking. He's going to throw a pass out here. It's going to be caught, and it will be not for the first down. It'll be just to the... No, they're going to give him the first down. Wow. He got knocked out a yard away from that.
Yeah,
but at least.
Yeah, Bauer came up and put a nice hit on him, drove him parallel to the sideline. And I didn't see him getting that extra yard, but the officials did.
That's a very favorable spot. All right, Chapin back to throw, and we've got a penalty here. And it's going to be a procedure in a hurry. So another penalty. So they'll move it back. I tell you what, the penalties have hurt Norwalk here tonight, and Clyde's had a few too. They'll move it back 5, so back to the 40. So it'll be 1st and 15, 53 seconds to go here, Mike. So they got the ball out there quickly to Sam Battles. And Sam Battles, I tell you what, tough receiver. Chapin's got 2 receivers on the far side, one on the near side. Trachek right next to him, and he's looking to throw. He's going to pump it out here. It's going to be caught. And Phillips is going to break a tackle, break another one, and sweep forward. But he got out of the grasp of one, kept his feet and fought forward to the 29. It'll be a timeout by Norwalk.
Yeah, Bailey Eberle just tried to grab on, and he was able to get out of that. Right now, Norwalk has 2 timeouts left after taking this timeout. With 43 seconds left to go, that's plenty of time for Chapin to be able to get this ball moved down the field.
Now, I don't know time of possession. We'll hopefully get those numbers. But one thing I will tell you is the fact that time of possession is got to be in the favor of Norwalk.
Yeah.
By far. So Clyde scored on their first drive of the night, 7 points, and it's right there, 7-3. It's not moved for a quarter and a half. Just no action, but right now it is a position for Norwalk to try and get on the board. And right now, I would say they're probably in field goal range right now. 7-3, 43 seconds to go. And right now, if they set for a field goal, it would be a 45-yard field goal, and we know Smith could hit it from 45. No doubt. So now it's a matter of them getting 7 points, can they? Now they got that bunch receiver set again, and they like to bring Phillips off that. And Chapin looking out here again. They feed it out here again. It's going to be caught easy, and it's going to be tackled down inside the 10, right at the 10-yard line. And that pass was caught by Staley. And it was Johnson on the tackle for Clyde, but not until they get down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Jaden Johnson just kind of rode him out of bounds. Nice job of just opening that up, driving 2 receivers deep, and then bringing the receiver underneath to get that open. Jaden Johnson had to come off his receiver, come up and make the play.
Well, you got to remember, Clyde got the ball at their own 2, and they had to punt. 45-yard drive by Norwalk. They're looking over here on the bubble screen to Phillips, and somehow he hangs on to it. He hit him in the midst, and he lost it and picked it back up. Just hung on to it, and Norwalk's going to have to call timeout again, Mike.
Yeah, that might have been better for him just to drop that it, because now they're using a timeout, and they lost yardage on that. So in that situation, Clyde defense was set up for that. They knew exactly what was coming. And if he would have just let it go, clock would have stopped, not lost yardage. But now they use the timeout and lose a yard as well.
So, obviously, they'll be going into halftime here pretty soon, just 27 seconds away. We have a short halftime. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments that Clyde makes. But I think Norwalk probably doesn't need to make too many.
No.
I mean, if anything, Norwalk might want to start mixing in the run a little bit, especially if they get the lead. But on Clyde's side, the first drive was picture perfect. After that, they just kind of, it was a fragmented approach. They just could not get any momentum at all.
What Clyde has got to do when they come back out is look at Norwalk's defense, and when that linebacker's coming, because they're not trying to fool anybody. They're coming up right now. So what Clyde's got to do is they got to find out where that linebacker's coming and take advantage of that behind.
All right, here we go. 27 seconds to go. 7-3, Clyde with the lead. Norwalk threatening. They got second down and goal at the 11. Phillips is lined up to the outside. Clyde player coming on the field late. Here they go, Chapin back. He's standing in the pocket, looks over here in this little crossing pattern, and it should be in the end zone for a touchdown, but we have a penalty in the middle of the field. I tell you what they're doing. They're doing everything that they should. Oliver Maloney with that touchdown. They're just running the crossing routes, Mike. They're flooding deep and running across her, and that's the guy that's open.
Yeah, they're driving the defensive backs off and opening up that little area to the flat.
Smart. We haven't got the call yet.
They're counting Clyde's players on the defensive side right now.
Now they throw another flag.
Illegal substitution, is that what they're going to call? How many players they got out there, Brad?
Well, Clyde brought players in to substitute.
Oh, they got 12 out there.
Well, no, after the play, they brought players coming on the field for...
Bailey ran on. Bailey Eberly ran on as that play was getting started.
So that should be a touchdown then.
Yeah, they'll decline that.
2 fouls on the offense, 1 on the defense. There's no score. We replayed it back.
Okay, so 2 fouls on the offense, 1 on the defense.
Okay.
He's not going to explain him. He just says, fouls, we're redoing it.
Yeah, there's a lot of laundry on the field. We don't have time with 22 seconds left to be able to explain all this. So, hey, we'll just redo it.
Our food's getting cold. We got to
let's redo this.
I tell you, we don't know what the offensive calls were. If you ever find out, Brad, please let us know. But we think Clyde had illegal participation with 12 on the field.
Second and goal for the Truckers.
Second and goal at the 11, it looks like. 22 seconds to go. So it's pretty easy. They're just running the seam, and they're going to do the same thing here again. They're going to bunch all 3, and they will bring number 4 across the middle. And the officials are trying to get organized.
They're getting all the flags back to the officials that threw them.
All right. Tell you what, this game's been interesting. It's been a tight 7-3 ball game, kind of ping-ponging back and forth, but Norwalk really, I think, has had the better half, even though they're down 7-3.
They definitely have the momentum right now.
Look for Trachek. They got 8 timeouts left. We'll see if they run it or they throw to him out of the backfield. They're looking. Chapin's going to get hit, and he's going to get sacked.
And he fumbled
the football. Oh, my. Did he? Brad, who recovered it?
I can't see it. They're not calling anything yet.
They're calling timeout now. The clock is stopped. Norwalk has 1 timeout because the clock will start if Norwalk maintains possession.
Looks like Norwalk has it.
And that ball's at the, 13, 12-yard line maybe?
So they're giving it 3rd down. And the clock is starting right now.
With 12 seconds to go. If they're going to try and get a field goal, they're not going to be able to do it.
They got to do something here quickly.
Yeah, they do.
They're going to run out of time, John.
They are.
Well,
they stopped the clock. No.
Now they called timeout.
They called their timeout. Now they're going to just have to bring the field goal.
Yeah, I have no idea why they didn't call a timeout right after
away,
that.
Yeah.
Because they knew the clock was going to start because that was a running play. The officials stopped it to identify who had possession. Once the possession was identified, they started the clock. And I'm not sure exactly why Norwalk just didn't call a timeout right there. They almost let it rain out with 3 seconds left to go.
Well, they're not going to get a shot at the end zone. They're probably just going to kick the field.
Yeah, Smith.
Now they're going to have to.
Shot at it if they would have called a timeout early, like you said, Mike.
Right. Take 1 shot at the end zone, then had time to run the field goal kicker on and put 3 on the board if they needed to.
Yeah, Smith is he's on the field. They're going to spot it probably right around the 20. So it'll be a 30-yard field goal. He was good from 48. And so it'll be a 30-yard field goal. And that was a miscue by the Norwalk Truckers. They were discombobulated in the least. Okay, here we go. 3 seconds to go. There's a hold, a snap, kick is up, and kick is good. And it's our halftime score is now Clyde 7, Bellevue 6. The Flyers get the ball to start the second half. Glad you're with us here tonight. So, again, it's Clyde 7, Norwalk 6. And we'll be back with our halftime show after this on the BAS Sports Network.
Give your home the makeover it deserves at Fremont Floor Covering. Their knowledgeable staff can show you the many floor covering options available. Carpet, vinyl, waterproof flooring, laminate, hardwood, and ceramic tile. Fremont Floor Covering has over 150 carpet and vinyl remnants to choose from. Schedule for a quality professional installation or do it yourself. Quality floor covering at affordable prices since 1997. 12 months, same as cash available. Fremont Floor Covering, near the corner of North Front and State Street.
Crown Battery, locally owned and operated, is pleased to support tonight's teams and takes this time to wish them luck for a successful season. The staff at Crown Battery recognizes the importance of teamwork both in and out of the classroom. That is why everyone at Crown Battery is a proud sponsor of not only tonight's broadcast, but a proud sponsor and contributor to our community, its athletic programs, and its educational infrastructure. Good luck and thank you from all the staff at Crown Battery, supplying you power since 1926.
Frickers has just what you want, everyday values. Monday, boneless frickin' chicken wings. Tuesday, traditional frickin' chicken wings. Wednesday, steak day at Frickers. Thursday, frickin' chicken chunks. Whether it's dine-in, carry-out, delivery, or order online at frickers.com. Everyday values are available at only one place. Dine-in, carry-out, delivery, and new at Frickers. Order online at frickers.com.
Hi, this is Jen from Sunrise Cooperative. Since 2009, we have been a proud supporter of Fueling the Cure. The Fueling the Cure initiative is for research at The Ohio State University to help find experimental medicines and foods to benefit people afflicted with cancer. Without our customers, this initiative would not exist. And thanks to customers like you, we have donated over $1.4 million. Every propane delivery is another dollar donated to the cause. Fueling the Cure with Sunrise Cooperative. Success grows here.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football.
92.1 The Wolf.
92.1 The Wolf, WOHF.
From the Ohio News Network, this is Tonight in High School Football. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
And hi again, everyone. Welcome to Tonight in High School Football's halftime reports, where this evening we will continue our conversation with new OHSAA Executive Director Doug Ute. That's next on the Ohio News Network.
Ohio has over 920,000 diabetics. Take a step in the right direction by having your feet checked routinely by a podiatric physician. Podiatrists are the most qualified doctors to care for your feet based on their education, training, and experience. When you add a podiatrist to your healthcare team, he or she can provide you with important information so you're able to better manage the effects of diabetes on your feet. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association members are bound by the highest ethical standards and have access to superior ongoing medical education and resources. Ask if your podiatrist is a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association so you know you are being treated by the best. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit associationsadvanceohio.com.
This is Dr. Mashika Roberts, Columbus Health Commissioner. The pandemic is more than a physical health issue. As parents, it's important to remember that our children are also coping with drastic life changes. 1 in 4 teens misuse a prescription drug at least once in their lifetime. We must talk to our kids about healthy coping strategies and the dangers of prescription drug misuse. Visit don'tliveinDenial.org to learn how to dispose of your leftover pills and talk to your kids about opiates.
This is Tonight in High School Football on the Ohio News Network. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
Welcome back, everyone. We are joined again this week by brand new OHSAA Executive Director Doug Ute. Doug, thanks for your time. As we continue to inch toward the playoffs for football, things will obviously be different this year with more teams hosting postseason games. We know the championships will not be all at the same venue this season. I guess where might some of those championships be held? And I guess with the limited attendance, it probably doesn't even matter. It can even be at a high school, no?
Well, Skip, first of all, thanks for having me on. Yeah, you're exactly right. It could be at high schools or smaller colleges or, where everything's on the table. We've not ruled out the big venues either. And so right now, I think our staff they've done a tremendous job just getting the ball rolling this fall. But, we have plans and then we have backup plans, and we're looking at backup plans for the backup plans. And so we're taking it week by week, and we want our kids to compete in the best venues that they can. But we also, don't control this virus that's out there from that perspective.
Doug, the next phase will be winter sports. I guess some of the challenges of indoor versus mostly outdoor competitions.
Yeah, that's we've had those discussions, and and we're meeting regularly with the governor and the Department of Health and those groups, and we've started talking about what that looks like. And again, it's too early to tell. We'll see what happens with the virus over the next month or two. But right now, we're full steam ahead with our winter sports and planning on starting on time. And again, we have plans and backup plans to those plans. So, that's all we can do is prepare for every different type of scenario.
We're visiting with Doug Ute, Executive Director of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. And Doug, I know you've been involved with high school athletics in many capacities for a lot of years. What is your stance on competitive balance and the constant debate of public versus private schools? Yeah, my stance, we have the competitive balance formula, and I'll just say not everything's 100% perfect. But it certainly is a step in the right direction. And this is an ongoing evaluation process for us. And so if it needs to be tweaked here and there to make things, from a competitive standpoint, as fair as they can possibly be, we're open to that. So we're just constantly evaluating it. And as each year goes by, we have more data to look back on and just keep evaluating it. Doug, last thing, as new director, I guess any message you might have to parents of high school athletes, especially those hoping for their upcoming winter and spring seasons? Yes. We just appreciate our parents because our parents are a big part of this and monitoring their child's health at home because that's where it starts. Before they enter back into the school, we're going to have protocols to make it as safe as possible, and we're going to do everything we can to keep our students competing. As I mentioned, that's our number one focus right now. And we just appreciate what our families are doing and understanding that right now, and as we move to the winter, I'm a grandparent of 8, and I would love to watch them compete. But, with limited access to family members, that may not be the case in all families. And so, we understand that, and we're doing everything we can so that, all family members could get in and see their grandson or son or daughter play. And, we just appreciate what they're doing to help that process. Doug Ute, Executive Director of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. We appreciate your time. All right. Thanks, Skip. Appreciate it. Enjoy the second half of your ball game. I'm Skip Mossick on the Ohio News Network.
Mom?
Yeah?
Remember how you asked me to give the dog a bath?
Yeah?
Well, he sort of got loose.
Oh, okay, honey.
There's water all over the new floors upstairs.
Hey, it happens.
Waterproof, mud-proof floors. From hardwood looks to stone and tile, they have it all. Lottich & Sons Flooring America, where friends send friends. And right now, get up to $1,000 off or enjoy no-interest financing during the Spill-Proof Flooring Sale. Save big on waterproof carpet and hard surface flooring. Lottich & Sons Flooring America, 702 Stone Street in Fremont.
While the battle on the field is intense, I'm suggesting a place that's not so intense. You're invited to the Buckeye Restaurant and Suites in Clyde. The Buckeye is a new family restaurant serving comfort food. This is one thing that the Fliers and Truckers can all agree on: delicious food, hometown comfort. This Sunday, join us for Sunday brunch from 10 till 2. Visit the Buckeye, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 203 West Buckeye Street in Clyde, or check us out either on Facebook or on the web, buckeyerestaurant.com.
Hi, I'm Tony Camilleri, CEO of the Fremont Federal Credit Union. We are proud to again sponsor high school sports on Eagle 99, 92.1, The Wolf, and 100.9 Coast Country. Stop into any of our convenient locations to check out the credit union difference. We offer checking account options with lots of perks, all with a free debit card, free online banking, and mobile banking, with the convenience of nationwide shared branching. Investing in our communities and our youth are what we're all about. Visit us at fremontfcu.com. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
Hello, it's Pete with Sunrise. Fall is upon us. That means harvest season. Sunrise has the fuel to get you through this harvest. We have the fuel to get you through any season. Trust Sunrise to not only supply the fuel, but also know that our fuel has a premier additive package that keeps your equipment running on your demand. Quality fuel with a premier additive package will give you the confidence that your equipment will deliver the power you demand when you expect it. Call Sunrise for your on-road, off-road diesel, gasoline, and even kerosene needs. Sunrise Cooperative. Success grows here.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. 92.1 The Wolf. 92.1 The Wolf, WOHF.
All right, welcome back to Whitney Field here at Contractor Stadium. Your halftime score, Clyde 7 and Norwalk 6. And, of course, we want to remind you that if you're within our listening area, we're glad that you're tuning in here tonight. If you're not, you can always hear us online at WOHFradio.com. You can also click on the Listen Live icon or download the 92 on the Wolf app and hear us that way. We generally have listeners from all over the country, sometimes Maui, sometimes Florida. I do know that we have a special birthday tonight that I need to mention. So Jill Kamenak, her and her husband Toby, dear friends of mine, have left the great state of Michigan to come down to the greater state of Ohio to camp at Kelly's Island tonight. They're going back to nature. They got the tent up. They're going to have a nice weekend and celebrate. And my best to you guys. Enjoy your time together. And, of course, Clyde will get the football to start the second half. So we'll see what's going to happen. We'll come back with some numbers and Mike Martin right after this on the BAS Sports Network.
Mom?
Yeah?
Remember how you asked me to give the dog a bath?
Yeah?
Well, he sort of got loose.
Oh, okay, honey.
There's water all over the new floors upstairs.
Hey, it happens.
Waterproof, mud-proof floors. From hardwood looks to stone and tile, they have it all. Lottich & Sons Flooring America, where friends send friends. And right now, get up to $1,000 off or enjoy no-interest financing during the Spill-Proof Flooring Sale. Save big on waterproof carpet and hard surface flooring. Lottich & Sons Flooring America, 702 Stone Street in Fremont.
Hi, it's Eagle 99 and 92 on the Wolf Sports Director Kyle Knight for Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont. When it comes to outfitting the sports staff here at the radio station, we go to Juan and Athletic Supply. Athletic Supply offers us affordable prices on shirts and pullovers and handles all the custom embroidery. No matter what your sport, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, or volleyball, you'll find the equipment and clothing you need to make you look good and play good. So get in the game at Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont.
Hit a deer, win a turkey. Hit a turkey, win a pig. Hi, this is Jimmy Fitzgerald from the Fitzgerald Auto Group. When you bring your deer collision to Fitzgerald's in Monroeville or Willard, we'll give you your choice of a turkey or a holiday ham. With 24-hour towing and rental cars, we can help with all your auto needs. Heck, we'll even take the deer off your hands. Hit a deer, win a turkey. Hit a turkey, win a pig. Check out our website, FitzgeraldAutoGroup.com today.
Fitzgerald Auto Group.
To our Stein Hospice nurses, you are the educators, communicators, patient advocates, and decision makers. You are the hand holders, the 3 a.m. voice of comfort and reason. You become the around-the-clock best friend, the calming voice, the familiar face of compassion. You are the calming presence of Stein Hospice to all of our patients and families. To many, you are guardian angels. To us, you are the glue that holds our teams together. And we thank you.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. 92-1 the Wolf, WOHF.
All right, welcome back. We're just a little bit before the kickoff of the second half. Clyde will get the ball, but how about some numbers from Mike Martin? Mike?
Okay, right now, Clyde offensively, they have 111 yards, and Norwalk has 148 yards. And the penalties are something that have shown to really be hurting Norwalk. They've got 5 penalties for 47 yards, and Clyde had 10 penalties last week, and they only have 3 for 20 yards this week. So they've shored that up quite a bit. Rushing for Clyde, Michael Daniels has 15 attempts and 60 yards. On the Norwalk side, Daniel Tracek has 9 attempts for 28 yards. Garrett Chapin has 3 attempts for 8 yards passing. Jaden Cook is 6 of 9 for 46 yards. Chapin is 8 of 13, 1 interception for 111 yards. And receiving, Brady Wilson is leading the Flyers at 33 yards, and Phillips is 72 yards.
There's the kickoff into the end zone. As we said before, I tell you what, I don't think I've seen a better high school kicker right now than Garrison Smith. Garrison Smith, he had college height on that kickoff and still landed in the end zone, Mike. Kicked a 48-yard field goal with probably 10 more yards to go. I would suspect that gentleman right there is going to be playing Division I football.
Yeah, I agree. And we saw him against Bellevue. He kicked one over 50 yards that had room to spare.
All right, well, Clyde has the football to start the second half. Moving right to left as you hear on your radio dial. John Cullen, along with Mike Martin and Brad Bannister, bringing you the action here tonight. Jaden Cook at quarterback. And we're going to have a penalty to start it off. It looked to me like it will be procedure by Clyde. Again, that linebacker creeping up, and Clyde just unable to stay put. And Brad Bannister, maybe you can keep an eye and see if there's a repeat offender for that particular penalty. But either way,
it's been the left side of that line, John, over there for Clyde.
Okay. Right, so two receivers of the near side, one to the far side. Jaden Cook looking over at his coach. Clyde obviously needs to offensively make something happen. They've been quite high snap. And Daniels with the football, and he'll power forward to about the 20, so he's going to pick up the 5 yards that was lost. It'll be second down and 10, and that was a high snap.
Yeah, it was, and that kind of throws off the timing of that play. Dalton Stefani was able to maintain his ground and stay there to make that play. But a lot of times when you have your quarterback that has to jump up in the air and try to bring it down and get it to your running back, the defensive line is able to get a little momentum on that.
One receiver to the near side for Clyde. That is Cobble. Three receivers set for Clyde to the right-hand side. Cook back, rolling right. He's going to throw a bullet out here. It's going to be caught by Wilson, and Wilson is going to land. He should be very close to the first down. And will they give it to him, Brad Bannister?
I'm up the sideline a little bit, John, so I can't make that out.
And it looks like they are giving it to him.
It's going to affect your ratings, Brad.
Hey, I'm trying to make Dr. Fauci proud, my man.
Well, I tell you what, with all the people sitting next to us, they're not making Dr. Fauci proud tonight, let me tell you. Handoff, Daniels, middle of the field, right off right tackle, powers forward for about 6, and it gets across the 35 to about the 36. And it'll be second down and 4 for Clyde. I would expect that we're going to see a pretty solid mix of the run and pass by the Flyers on this drive.
Second and 3.
Second and 3. And so they put it at the 37. Just underway, 7-6. Clyde with the lead with the first possession of the second half. Here comes Griffin Nuffs in motion. Not got the ball to Griffin Nuffs tonight at all. Cook back. Second and short. Looks for the snap. There it is. Back to throw. Rolling to his left. Rolling. He's going to throw it out here. It's going to be caught by Andrew Cobble. And they kind of gave Norwalk a little taste of their own medicine on that pass play.
Yeah, they actually did. They had Griffin Noss running deep, which brought the defensive back away from that flat zone. And Cobble was able to make a nice pattern.
Nice throw. Come up nice throw by Cook, moving to his left.
Yep, and just made a nice completion.
All right, so inside Norwalk territory at the 49. This drive started at the 20 for Clyde. Again, handoff, Daniels, right tackle, head down, powers, keeps his feet moving, jumps over another, and he'll get down to the 41-yard line. I tell you what, nice pickup of 8, and Daniels running with some very strong authority, I guess would be the best way to put it, as he really went through traffic.
Yeah, he did a nice job of finding that little crease and then trying to get over top of that pile.
So we're in Norwalk. Had been blitzing a lot. Now they're backing off those backers a little bit. Mike, what, they run like an abbreviated 4-3 right now?
They're running a 5-2 with man under.
With man under, there you go. All right, so back to throw. Quarterback keeper. Rolling to his right. Looking deep. Throwing deep. There's the ball wide open, and it's going to be intercepted by Phillips in the end zone. That time, the only person close enough and fast enough to get to the ball was Phillips. Took overshot Bauer, and it'll be interception, ball back to Norwalk.
Perfect defense for that play right there, because you've got the man under, and then you've got the deep safety who's covering anything that goes past the defensive backs that are up front. And Phillips did a great job of just playing that off and finding the ball, and Cook put a little bit too much mustard on that one.
Cook, let's see, he threw that one from the 41, so it was about a 50 into the end zone, maybe a 55-yard pass. But that time, too much mustard on it, and he has a miscue. Now both quarterbacks have interceptions. And Norwalk back with the ball. They got a chance to take the lead. 9:23 to go here in the third. Chapin back. He's going to throw it here. It's going to be hit, caught, and dropped. And boy, Wilson just played the perfect. They get the 5-yard possession pass to Battles. but nice defense by Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson did it. Like you said, John, nice job of just coming up, and his back was turned to him. Put his shoulder pad, not his helmet, put his shoulder pad right in his back and drove him back, and it was a big tackle.
They could picture that and put that around the league as an example. So Chapin throwing him first down possession pad. Boy, he's just standing back in the pocket. He's got a guy wide open. And they're going to get a first down to Clyde 39. I mean, Chapin just standing back there like a statue.
Yeah, Clyde sending no pressure, just trying to get the pressure up front with their line. Linebackers are dropping off, and that was a very good pattern. He put his foot in the ground, brought it to the middle of the field, right, wide open area, and Chapin, like you said, just standing back there, getting rid of it.
So Norwalk trying to answer after the interception by Clyde, and here they give the trade check, and he's going to get hit, and he'll get dropped. After he'll pick up a few. They'll spot him at the 42. He'll pick up maybe 3.
Number 23,
So it'll be second down and 7. So Brad Bannister, what is the temperature over there on the Clyde sideline?
We're looking at about 66 degrees right now. No wind at all. So, again, just a beautiful night for football.
Yeah, but how about the exuberance of the Clyde team? They look a little flat to me.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of energy over here, John, right now.
Right. Handoff. Trade check. The middle of the line. He's going to get hit and dropped. And we've got late penalties coming in. That could be a hold or a face mask late as he was twisted around in the middle of the pack. Let's see what the call is.
We've got multiple officials throwing laundry out there. So they,
whatever it was obvious.
And that was a big hold. Again, another penalty that Norwalk has, and that's just going to add to that's 6 penalties then, and now for 57 yards.
I move the ball back to the 31. So make it second down, and we'll call it 20 at the 31. They've got to get to about the 49 for a first down. Chapin, and boy, tell you what, he stands back there all day long. He'll complete passes. Trade check in motion. He's looking left. We got another penalty over here, and they're going to have a procedure penalty against Norwalk. That time they had Phillips on a streak seam right down the middle, Mike, and Chapin threw the bullet there. 2 Clyde defenders right there.
Yeah, they were
hard to see if he would have caught that.
Yeah, because they would have hit him right in stride.
Second down and 18.
So that's number 7 penalty for Norwalk right now. They're starting to add them up.
So that moves back to the 25.
23.
Second and 23. So now Clyde obviously has got to be careful. Norwalk, on the other hand, they've got the offensive power to get this. Chapin back, looking. It's going to be a bump screen across from the middle, and they're going to get more yardage, and they will. And there's another penalty late thrown from the back judge. Be 3 penalties in a row.
That could almost be a face mask.
And they advance the ball to the 43.
Number 12, Andrew Bauer in on the tackle.
Norwalk's walking back. Looks like it's possibly going to be on them again. Boy, that back judge threw that flag about 15, 20 yards.
Another hold.
Penalty number 8.
So I don't understand why Brad Bannister, he's standing back over on the track, and Mark Roche is right up on the sideline. I don't understand why he gets that kind of treatment. Brad Bannister can't get up a little closer to the field.
You referring to CGS News Flyer?
CGS News Flyer, absolutely. All right, second down, and we'll add them up. Chapin back to throw. He's being pressured. Now he's going to run for it. He's going to get a good solid block outside. He's going to get the first down and more. That time, Chapin made a great decision to pick it up and run. Everybody was in coverage, and it got downfield block, Mike, from some of his offensive players, and he gets that first down into Clyde territory at the 45.
Tell you, one block that he got was from Jack Wisnowski, who was downfield, and he's an offensive lineman. That when he saw his quarterback take off, he went down and got a piece of one of the defensive backs and allowed that spring open for a first down.
First and 10 at the Clyde 46. 7:05 to go. 7-6. Our score, high snap. And Chapin's just going to try and fall on it, and he'll get sacked back all the way back to the 39.
You know, John, when we saw them play Bellevue, when we saw Norwalk play Bellevue, they did the same thing as far as, hurting themselves, killing themselves. They had every opportunity to win that Bellevue game.
It seems to me when they try to move too fast is when they struggle. Yeah. So that's going to make it second down and 24 at the 40. Boy, I tell you what, I don't know how many big plays Chapin has in his pocket, but he got one to get that first down. Now they've got to get down to the Clyde 30, maybe 7 for a first down. Second down, 24. Let's see what they say. They ran a really nice screen in the middle of the field last time. And, boy, you could have procedure. He's going to run again this time, but this time he's going to get hit, and he's going to get dropped. So they'll step out him at the 41-yard line, maybe a pickup of 2. It'll be third down and 22 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, again, the combination of Walker Britton and Dylan Overmeyer coming up and making that stop. Walker Britton hangs on to him. Dylan Overmeyer comes up and cleans it up.
So if I'm a defensive coach for Clyde, who am I going to guard on this play? Number 6.
You got number 6. You got Phillips. So you're definitely going to have. I'm going to put Brady Wilson on him, and I'm going to have Bauer over top.
So Chapin's got Trachik in the backfield with him, and you got to watch out for him too because he can ramble down. Now they got the bunch of receivers here on the near side again, in tight. Clyde showing difference. They're going to go ahead and play action. They're going to chase him. Boy, there's going to be Chapin. He's going to run, but he's going to get to the outside. He will not get the first down. And we got a late flag.
How are we on the sideline?
I didn't see a whole lot over here.
Well, it could be a sideline warning. Yeah. And I didn't see any bodies go flying or anything else. No. Clyde's clapping, so.
Nobody over there got their leg broke, so it's all good.
Coach Carter's yelling it was after the play.
Well, he's probably right. Let's see what it is. Dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike Norwalk at dead ball foul. So does that make it fourth down then?
I think that's why he was wanting it to be after the play. So that way that play stood, so you move on and down, you don't get it back.
Yeah. So that's going to move it all the way back to the 32. And now they'll have to punt the football. So a unique drive and, about 6 minutes of, Mike.
I'm telling you, it's the same thing that we saw.
We did.
When we walked off this field, when they played Bellevue, we said, man, Norwalk should have probably won that game.
All right, so it's going to be back to punt. Is their good kicker, Garrison Smith. Clyde's got a few back there. Clyde's offense, they could actually get a hold on this game if they could get their offense to move. Here's a fielded punt, and it's going to be Nuffs. Nuffs gets by one and gets tripped up at the last second, but it will return it to the 40-yard line. So Clyde will get their second possession of the half at the 40-yard line, and I'm sure Ryan Carter's saying to his kids, hey, listen, you want to win this football game? Let's fundamentally be strong and go down the field and score.
Yeah, they got to mix up the run and the pass, but, right now, Norwalk, they're not showing a whole lot of blitzing.
No, they backed off so far. All right, so 7-6. Again, no score so far in the second half. 5:15 to go, and it's going to be Daniels, and Daniels is going to get hit and spun, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be no gain.
Drew Shope, nice job of coming up and making that play. He got off his block and was able to, just wrap Daniels up, take him right down to the ground.
Tell you what, North's defense has been impressive tonight. They've done a good job. Clyde just hasn't been able to get that offensive rhythm that they had early in the ballgame. So Norwalk's made some good adjustments. And now the quarterback, Cook, is looking for the ball. He's back to throw. Here comes a blitz. He throws it out here. It's going to be a nice catch. Boy, I tell you what, catching that on his hip and hanging on to it, Andrew Cobble. It was thrown high. He caught it on his hip with one hand. And while he's turning upfield, grabbed both hands. That was an unbelievable pitch and catch.
Yeah, and Cobble only came into this game with 5 catches on the season. So they're utilizing him quite a bit right now.
1st and 10 at the 45 of Norwalk. That was a big pass play. I tell you what, though, Cook, he threw that with some mustard.
Yeah.
I got to give Cobble some big credit on that. That was an excellent catch by him. Here comes Lozier in motion. Boy, I tell you what, that defensive lineman went across and came back, and he just took 2 steps back. Cook, handoff, Daniel up the middle. He'll pick up maybe 3. He'll get to the 42-yard line. It will be a pickup of 3. 2nd down and 7. 4 minutes to go here in this third quarter. And this has been a chess match, to say the least. The only action was Phillips intercepting Clyde in the end zone as they were going for a score. Jaden Cook, the junior, 6-foot quarterback, steps up, now steps back. He's got 3 receivers to the far side. They're showing blitz right now. And here they come. Cook rolling out to his right. He's rolling. He's going to throw it out here, and he's going to throw it incomplete. And make it 3rd down.
I'll tell you, Mason Hughes has been after Cook all night long. And at that time, he was running him down. Cook did a nice job of just getting rid of the ball because Hughes, after he delivered the ball, had him on the ground. So that could have been a big loss. Nice decision by Cook.
Well, you mature as a quarterback. You learn, hey, listen, let's not take a loss. Let's just get ready to play another play. I look for the Flyers to try to get the ball in the hands of Brady Wilson right now. He's been their possession, first down kind of guy. Here comes Will Lozier in motion here to the near side. Look and throw. Here comes Cook. Cook's going to get it over here to Berger, and Berger's going to get a few yards to the 41. There's a pickup of 1. He had nowhere to go. He was the safety valve.
Yep.
And it'll be 4th down, and let's see what Clyde wants to do.
You know, that time.
Big call right here.
Right, that time the whole defense just flooded over to that area.
Right.
Oliver Maloney was right there to make that stop.
Berger comes off the field. Daniels comes in. Clyde looking to maybe draw Norwalk off if they can.
I still wouldn't give him first down now.
No. They'd make it 4th down short. 10 seconds to go. They're going to run a play unless he's going to quick kick it.
Oh, they're running it.
There he goes. It's going to be caught, and they are not going to get it. Will Lozier got the pass to the 40 and got drilled. So Clyde, for the first time tonight, we had a team turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you.
I didn't quite understand that play. You've got to get the pass to the chains, Mike.
Yeah, and that time he cut that pattern off, and Jesse Harris was right there to put a big hit on him. He's lucky he hung on to that ball, actually.
So Norwalk holds. So after Norwalk running about 10 plays in punt, and Clyde runs 2, 4, 6, 7. They turn it over on downs. So right now, the Flyer offensive, the passing game for the Flyers is not effective right now. And they're going to have to mix that up. They've only got 7 points on the board. Norwalk's got 6. Norwalk's got the ball with 3:19 to go. Back to throw Chapin. He's going to throw it out here. It's going to be caught. And Phillips will get hit and drop, but Phillips is going to pick up about 6. And they'll spot him at the 46.
Yeah, Bailey, Everly, and Wilson both there to make that stop.
Good coverage.
You know, if you give him time to be able to pick the receiver he wants, which is mostly Phillips, he's going to be able to deliver that ball.
It looks to me like Norwalk is really wanting to throw the ball first and run second. So
absolutely,
you would think that Clyde could potentially take a risk and start sending some guys. Here comes a man in motion. They're going to shoot him right up the field. He's going deep and wide open. We got a penalty on the we got drop pass first of all, and then a penalty back here. So the pass was intended for, it looked like Sam Battles. He came in motion, then streaked right up the seam, Mike.
Yeah,
and it was wide
Oh, yeah,
open.
Absolutely wide open because Bauer took a step up, and when he took that step up, Battles went around him and was able to, get open. Okay,
another penalty.
This is number 9 on Norwalk right now.
We'll go down to Brad Bannister after this and see if he's got any updates on any scores here across the area for us. That ball will be spotted back at the 33. It'll be 2nd down and 17. 2:37 to go in the third. We haven't even got our timeout yet on the third quarter. It's been no breaks. Chapin back. Boy, there's another hold there. They throw it deep. It's going to be incomplete. Boy, great coverage by Clyde and good effort. Good effort by
Brady Wilson
Phillips.
and Phillips. Yeah.
Oh, what a matchup between those two.
Yeah, that was good coverage, but Phillips almost came up with that. He had to dive a little bit for that. Not sure he would have been able to stay in bounds.
And there's going to be a hold on Clyde and a push on Clyde, so that's going to give them a first down.
Yeah, that's number 4 penalty on Clyde now.
So it'll be from the spot.
John, real quick, a couple of scores here. Columbian up on Perkins in the third quarter, 28-7. Let's see here. We're looking Bellevue big over Sandusky, 38-0 in the fourth quarter. And Huron 25-6 over Port Clinton in the third quarter.
All right, thanks so much, Brad. So that's going to make it second down and short. So the ball is going to be at the Norwalk 48. So that penalty kept that drive alive. On that last pass play, the two best receivers on the field were going for the ball at the same time.
Yeah.
Second down and short. Let's see if they go ahead and give it to Trachik now. He hasn't had his hands on the ball here for a while. 2:31 to go. Trachik, Chapin back, quarterback keeper. He's rolling right, and he's going to get hit. And he's not going to get the first down.
It's going to be close. That official out there on that side of the field has got it marked where it would be a first down.
And the official on this side lines it up at the 49. Official on this side that had the call lines it up on the 49, and that's where it will be.
And
you got to go to the official on the side with the play.
Right. Norwalk sideline is not agreeing with that official, but doesn't really matter.
No, everybody's waving their hands.
Guys, exactly 1 yard.
Yep, 1 yard. Thanks so much, Brad. Third down and short. Chapin back to throw. Gives it Trachik. He gets hit, and he's down before. No, he doesn't get there. He's not going to get it. He might have picked up a half a yard, but he didn't get the first down. It's going to be fourth down.
That was a nice job by Remington Norman right there. He's the one that made the initial contact and drove him back. He tried to jump around, and then Walker Britt was right there to stop it.
What do you call here, Mike? Chapin to keep it?
Well, it's really hard to keep it when
down
you're
and one.
Shotgun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, quarterback keep. Well,
that's what they're
I
going to do.
it, and he got it.
I knew it.
He's a big kid. And it will be a first down at the Clyde 48. So he picks up 3.
First and 10.
He's a good-sized kid.
Yeah.
And, whether you're in a shotgun or not, he had everybody blocking for him. They got the line surge, and they got the first down.
And he could have stretched that out for a couple yards on his own.
Yeah, we're going to have to run a couple timeouts in the fourth quarter, and that we didn't get our one on the third back to the station so we can get back on time. There's a jet sweep to Phillips on the far side. He's trying to turn the corner, and he'll get out of bounds, and he'll pick up a few. Stop the clock. It looks like they're going to spot him right about the 45 of Clyde. Nice drive.
Yeah, pretty good job by that Clyde defense, just stringing that out. Jaron Bolger was able to come up, make that stop, push him out of bounds. But Clyde did a nice job of just sliding down the line of scrimmage and continually make him run laterally to the sideline.
Norwalk got this ball in their own 40. They're on the Clyde 45, and they've run 9 plays. So there's been a lot of back and forth over that 20-yard difference right there. Second down and 7 at the 45. Chapin, the quarterback's had a great night tonight. He's looking, and it's going to be a procedure penalty against Norwalk. And the penalties just keep on rolling.
That's number 10.
Procedure on the Truckers.
Brad Bannister's a musician. Maybe get him to write a song saying, "Keep that flag off me," or "Yellow's not my color," or something, you know what I mean? Because it has been nothing but flags here tonight.
Well, on a couple of plays, the official that picked up the flags, he had 4 flags he was holding. He didn't know who to give it to.
and with social distancing and not touching somebody else's stuff, you got to know whose flag's who.
That's true. Second down and 12, right at midfield. 1:18 to go in the third. Looking, Chapin straight back. He's being flushed. He fumbles the football, but luckily he picks it back up. And who's on the tackle for them?
Remington Norman.
I tell you what, Norman's a force. He just completely borrowed over his offensive guard and just buried him back at the 40.
We saw him last year come on as a sophomore and do a lot of things that, most sophomores aren't able to do. And now as a junior, he's just picking up where he left off.
3rd and 23.
And he's not a real big guy.
No. He's just got great balance. He's strong. 3rd and 23, Chapin back. Chapin is thrown across the middle. It's going to be caught by Phillips, and Phillips will get close to the first down. I tell you what, he's going to go to him. I mean, if you know it, why doesn't anybody else, right? Well, Clyde's playing a soft zone.
They're playing a soft zone, and Chapin has got a gun.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that thing is on a rope when it's going out to the receiver.
That's a 20-yard pass play right there.
On a rope.
And so he's gotten 4th down and 1. Now, last time Chapin got the ball and ran it, 16 seconds to go in the quarter. Let's see if he keeps it again. He will. He'll keep it again, and he'll get it. He'll spin and turn. And let's see. I believe they did get the first down to the Clyde 37. My.
Boy, Chapin, I'm sure he did not like that blow that Dylan Overmeyer just came up and gave him because he drilled him.
All right, the end of the third quarter. Norwalk driving, still 7-6. Clyde with the lead. We're going to see a score here pretty soon, fellas. We'll be back after this on 92.1 The Wolf.
Crown Battery, locally owned and operated, is pleased to support tonight's teams and takes this time to wish them luck for a successful season. The staff at Crown Battery recognizes the importance of teamwork both in and out of the classroom. That is why everyone at Crown Battery is a proud sponsor of not only tonight's broadcast, but a proud sponsor and contributor to our community, its athletic programs, and its educational infrastructure. Good luck and thank you from all the staff at Crown Battery, supplying you power since 1926.
Hello, it's Pete with Sunrise. Man, I love this time of year, but I also love heat when I want it. At Sunrise, we monitor our tanks via a satellite. Yes, that's right. We know exactly how much propane is in your tank. That means we know when to fill your tank back up before you're in any threat of running out. With Sunrise, you can rest assured you will have heat when you want it. So call Sunrise, get set up with your propane needs, and enjoy the season. Sunrise Cooperative. Success grows here.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. 92.1 The Wolf, WOHF.
All right, welcome back to the fourth quarter. It's 7-6. It's been the same score since halftime. No score in the third quarter, but Norwalk is threatening. They have the ball at the Clyde 37. 1st and 10, moving right to left. Clyde defense has been on the field for a while. Chapin back. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a guy wide open, overthrown. That time he's trying to force it down to Phillips, and Brady Wilson step by step with him.
And it looks like Phillips got a cramp in that left calf.
And he's down. And the Clyde player helping him.
Yeah. Clyde player stretching
Bailey
up
Uberly stretching him out a little bit down here.
Hey, got to like that. Now that's sportsmanship, huh?
right there.
You got.
Tell me how many other competitors would go ahead and help the number one receiver that's been beating you all night long, help stretch him out so he can play. That's pretty big. And we got a little bit of ruckus going on here up in the stands, Mike. We might have to have you unleash some of your kung fu over here if these guys don't settle down. I tell you what.
If that happens and Mike does pull out a little karate, I'm dropping this mic and I'm coming up. I want to see this.
He'll pull karate.
We'll just have you come up here and take over for me, Brad.
Yeah, you'll have to take over because you can't do both. He'll pull some karate or we'll pull some crazy, but it's going to end here pretty soon. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10, and 2nd and 10. They're still stretching Phillips out down at the end zone. Really, that was a nice long throw by Chapin. They want to go right at him, and they're going to have is this considered an injury timeout, Mike?
Yes, absolutely.
And with him on the sideline, they wouldn't just resume play?
Well, he's on the wrong sideline, and he's not in the box that they're allowed to go into the 10, so he's still considered part of the playing field.
Part of the playing field, okay.
Third quarter, South Central 0, Crestview 55.
All right.
Third quarter, Huron 25.
Oh, Phillips will just kind of walk over. If you've never had a cramp, let me tell you.
It's like, he just got it again.
It's like,
when they come back the second time, they're maybe worse than the first time.
And here comes Caden Berger.
Caden Berger's helping him off. Now, I tell you, you can't ask, and that is just a testament of what Coach Carter is doing for the Clyde team. When you've got one of your better defensive players coming and helping the number one receiver from the opposition off the field, that is sportsmanship at its best.
And so their own player goes back to the line of scrimmage, and Berger comes over here to help get him off the field. And Berger can put his helmet on and get ready to play. I tell you what, that's why we need high school football.
Absolutely.
All right, it's going to be 2nd down and 10 at the Clyde 30, they say 38-yard line. Norwalk was going for all of it on that time. Brady Wilson now with the assignment on Phillips. So Phillips on the sideline. They're going to work on him. Get some fluids in him. So Chapin at quarterback. Here comes Trachik in motion. And they're going to, and he's in trouble. And Chapin throwing deep, and it's going to be incomplete. That time the receiver got turned around, and I tell you what, Oliver Maloney had to turn the right way, might have had a chance to catch that. Chapin throws, I tell you what, rolling to your left, throwing right on a rope.
Yeah.
45 yards, pretty good arm.
Yeah, not bad at all. But Bailey Everly, pretty good job. Pretty good job of having the coverage on that. That pass would have had to have been exact.
So Phillips is going to be out of the game for a while. So let's see who's going to be the primary read now for Chapin. 11:49 to go in this ball game. 7-6. Clyde with the lead. Sorry if we haven't told you that, but there's been no scores for so long. 7-6. Your in-game scoreboard. Chapin back to throw again. He's being rushed. He's going to get hit. He's going to be incomplete. That time into the hands of the receiver. Right at the first down. I'll give him credit. Maloney ran the right pattern to get past the chains, Mike. He just dropped the ball.
Yeah, that was thrown like a bullet. I mean, that pass was...
What I tell you, here comes
hard.
A field goal attempt.
Robbie Greenslade did a great job right there, putting a lot of pressure on him, making him get rid of that ball. And I think that's why he put a little extra juice on that ball to be able to make sure that if he was going to go down, it was going to get there.
Folks, you're going to have a chance to see a 54-yard field goal at a high school game. Garrison Smith. He kicks it, and it's high, it's long, and it is good!
Oh, my goodness!
Garrison Smith dials long distance, 54 yards.
Ridiculous.
You got to take your head off to that guy. We'll take a timeout after this on the BAS Sports Network.
Give your home the makeover it deserves at Fremont Floor Covering. Their knowledgeable staff can show you the many floor covering options available. Carpet, vinyl, waterproof flooring, laminate, hardwood, and ceramic tile. Fremont Floor Covering has over 150 carpet and vinyl remnants to choose from. Schedule for a quality professional installation or do it yourself. Quality floor covering at affordable prices since 1997. 12 months, same as cash available. Fremont Floor Covering near the corner of North Front and State Street.
Miller Super Value in Clyde is the place to shop for great savings on groceries. Each week, hundreds of items are discounted to help you save even more. Check out their expanded meat department. For a great supper, shop Miller's extensive deli for fried chicken, wings, great salads, and side dishes. Take and Big Pizza and fresh daily sushi are now available. Miller Super Value, your hometown grocery, is proud of our Clyde Fliers. Go Flyers!
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. 92-1 the Wolf. 92-1 the Wolf, WOHF.
All right, welcome back. So right now it is, to be honest, Garrison Smith 9, Clyde 7. Garrison Smith has kicked field goals of 48, of 30, and now 54 yards to lead Norwalk over Clyde 9-7 with 11:38 to go in the ball game. Clyde offense on the field, and then kicks the ensuing kickoff out of the end zone. Here comes Daniels. Daniels hit the line of scrimmage. He'll spin for maybe a yard. The Clyde offense is sputtering right now, looking for something. That defense in Norwalk, they have been pretty solid all night long, Mike, except for the very first drive by Clyde. They've really shut Clyde down.
You know, that defensive line is doing a nice job just maintaining and not allowing Clyde to push them back. And right now, Norwalk has all the momentum. You wouldn't take a field goal and fire them up like that, but a field goal like that, yeah, I fired everybody up.
Yeah. So Cook at quarterback, 2nd down and 8, high snap. There he goes, another run on the ground. And Daniels will get again, this time across the 27. So it'll be 3rd down and 3.
And John and Mike, going back to that field goal, that would have been good from, I guarantee 65 yards, that would have been good. He cleared that easily.
That's just amazing to watch a high school kicker be able to kick like that.
Handoff Clyde in the middle. And I tell you what, I don't think they got the 1st down.
Turnover.
No.
Yeah, they fumbled the ball. Now, one official's saying it was down. The other official's saying it's a turnover. And they're going with the turnover official.
All right.
One official was pointing to the ground. And the other official that was actually closer called the turnover. So that's the one they went with.
On his way down, the Norwalk defender took the ball from and started coming this way.
So Norwalk, they've got a couple turnovers in this half. Now they've got Clyde in a pickle.
You know what?
Clyde's defense has been on the field an awful long time.
They're at an automatic 3 right now if they don't move it any farther.
Oh, yeah.
Even take a sack and still get 3.
Yeah. 1st and 10 at the Clyde 27-yard line. Handoff up the middle, Trachik, and he gets dropped for maybe 1 yard.
Number 36, Dylan Overmeyer.
10-11 to go in the ball game. Norwalk winning 9-7. Now they're showing 1st and 10 on the sideline, but it's 2nd down. Finally fix it. Chapin back, thrown over here. It's going to be caught and getting tackled back at around the 20.
So Bailey Everly, I'm sorry, John. Bailey Everly he's playing off enough, but when that pass is thrown, he's not able to get up and make a play on the ball.
Right. He's playing not to lose.
Right. So they're making a switch right now. And that is Jaden Johnson is coming in and taking his spot.
3rd down and about 4. Here they go. Fake handoff. Chapin's going to run up the middle. He's got it more. He gets a block and he's going to get in the end zone for a score. Great call. Great call by Norwalk.
Yeah, that was. And I'll tell you, Sam Battles made a great block out there to allow him to spring into the end zone. He just leveled the defensive back, Clyde, that gave him that open spot to get that ball across the goal line.
Yeah, I think it was Darian Ayers is the one that got it.
Yeah, you're right, because he's a little gimpy out there right now. He's holding his arm.
Pretty sure. All right, so we know the extra point will be good. And we'll get ready to take another timeout, but Norwalk has taken complete control of this ball game. And that kick is up, and it is good. So your score with 9:39 to go in the ball game is now Norwalk 15, Clyde 7. We'll be back with the kickoff after this on the BAS Sports Network.
Hi, it's Eagle 99 and 92 on the Wolf Sports Director Kyle Knight for Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont. When it comes to outfitting the sports staff here at the radio station, we go to Juan and Athletic Supply. Athletic Supply offers us affordable prices on shirts and pullovers and handles all the custom embroidery. No matter what your sport, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, or volleyball, you'll find the equipment and clothing you need to make you look good and play good. So get in the game at Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont.
Do you know what's going on with your insurance? Welty Insurance Group will give you a pain-free pandemic insurance checkup. Welty Insurance Group and Erie Insurance have coverage for home, life, auto, boats, motorcycles, and commercial. Get a quote you can trust and get a chance to win a gas card. Our family serving yours. Call Welty Insurance Group at 419-334-4477. Your Erie agents in Fremont, Tiffin, Fostoria, Cary, and Sandusky. And at weltyinsurance.com.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. 92-1 the Wolf. 92-1 the Wolf. WOHF.
All right, 9:39 to go. It's 16-7. Norwalk with the lead. That last touchdown coming off a Clyde fumble, and Chapin ran it in from 21. Great call. I'd have to say that I think the offense for Norwalk has played exceptionally well tonight. Clyde's defense on the other side, I believe they've been on the field too long today, and that's been a problem for them. 9:39, the clock is now an issue. Obviously, Clyde doesn't go down and get points in this one. This game's going to be over. So they know that. Let's see what Coach Carter's going to do. They're going to hand off to Daniels. Daniels with his head down. He powers forward, and he's going to get close to the first down. In fact, I think he will. They'll spot it at the 30, be a pickup of 10. Second down, and Clyde should be in a hurry up right now. Cook, looking, snaps, nothing there. Got Daniels to his right. And they've not stretched the field at all, Mike, which has allowed Norwalk's defense to stay within 15 yards of that line of scrimmage all night long. Nuss comes to the near side. Cook back to throw. He's rolling this way, rolling. Throws it out here. It's going to be caught or not? Nope.
No.
And Cobble unable to complete the pass. And I will say that tonight Cook has been not quite as sharp as we've seen in the past.
Yeah, Cobble had to take a diving leap to actually get his hands on that ball. Now, that would have been a great catch if he'd have came down with it.
Now, if Cook was thrown to a spot and Cobble wasn't there, then that would explain why.
Correct.
Of course, we don't know that, so it's hard to judge. But I know that they have just been off tonight. 9-11, second down and 10 at their own 30-yard line. I mean, Clyde Fliers, they can't afford Norwalk to get the ball back. And looking, Cook back, Buck, he's got time to throw. He's going to throw it deep, and he's got Cobble there, and it's going to be almost intercepted. That time with his hands on the ball was Staley. That time they did go deep, and they're going to Cobble deep. Not seeing Wilson in any deep patterns or Nuss. They're two speedsters.
No, and that's the first time that, we've seen Cobble all season go in a deep pattern.
Right.
And that was great coverage by Staley. I mean, he had him, right on his hip.
I mean, Cook waited, planted his foot. He delivered the ball. Clyde now 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Here comes a blitz. It's going to be complete, and they'll have a first down on the sideline. If I'm not guessing yet, it was going to be Nuss. So Clyde will get the first down at the 46-yard line.
That time they had a zone blitz on. Drew Schopp was the defensive tackle that went out there.
8:50 and counting. Yeah, Clyde's going to have to move the ball quickly. I think both teams have their timeout so far. None called here in the second half. Cook back, rolling right. He's going to step up in the middle. He's going to take off and run. Cook is going to slide down, and he will. Nice decision. Picks up about 8. They'll spot him at the 47 of Norwalk. So that time Cook used his own feet. We know he can run.
Yeah, they got
second down and 3.
Now they got Schopp. He's back at linebacker. Sometimes they put him up on the line.
Yeah.
But they got him back at linebacker right now.
Clyde in a 4-receiver set. Back is Nuss and Cook, and he gets the ball batted down the line of scrimmage, trying to go to Brady Wilson.
Nice job by Jacob Ellerman. Get his hands up in the air, was able to knock that ball down.
8:07, 16-7. Norwalk with the lead here. Your in-game scoreboard by Athletic Supply. Jaden Cook coming to the line of scrimmage, looks over. He's got 3 receivers on the near side here. He's got Nuss and Lozier and Cook in trouble. And he's going to throw the ball over here and just throw it away. And a good decision on his part to be able to get rid of the football. That time he got blitzed, Mike. And who did he get blitzed by?
Mason Hughes.
Mason Hughes. Been
all night long.
They're going to know each other pretty well. It'll make it 4th down and 3 for Clyde.
Another high snap kind of threw the rhythm off a little bit.
But they did have the blitz on anyhow, right?
Oh, yeah, he was coming. Yeah, Hughes has been coming a lot tonight.
So Lozier off the field. Berger back in. To the near side is Nuss and Cobble. Looks like Wilson to the far side. Daniels right next to him. High snap. Cook keeps it himself. Cook's going to get the ball more. And he gets hit. And he'll get the first down.
Cook is
and
down.
He's down.
That was one serious hit that he took. Andrew Mozina came up and just leveled him.
Let's go right down to Brad Bannister. He's right there, Brad.
Yeah, that was a pretty big hit, and the only thing I didn't like seeing was Jaden Cook reaching for his left shoulder.
No, he's had problems with the collarbone prior to this. That's what kept him out all last year, and that hit right there would have put many people down on the ground. And the thing about it is, Brad, you can clarify this from being down there. He led with his shoulder. He did not come with his helmet.
I tell you, we're going to take a Weldy Insurance injury timeout here. 7:53 to go. Norwalk up 16-7. We'll find out about Jaden Cook after this on the BAS Sports Network.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Ohio's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. 92-1 the Wolf, WOHF.
All right, welcome back. So Clyde with the ball. They have the first down. Abe Morrison, now the quarterback, the sophomore, in for Jaden Cook. And Brad Bannister will get us an update on Jaden Cook. And Morrison looking. He's going to throw it out here. It's going to be caught to Wilson. Wilson came back for it. And Wilson will get dropped about the 32, pick up about 8. Well, it's kind of tough coming cold off the bench and have to start winging the football, Mike Martin.
Yeah, but I tell you what, Morrison did a nice job of delivering that ball.
You know, sometimes it's not in hand the time to think about it and just play. It works. All right, so second down, and we'll say 3, 16-7 Norwalk with the lead with 7:19 to go. And there was...
I'm not sure what happened there.
Well, they're going to call procedure, but it looked like the defender hit the offensive line player for Clyde.
Looked like he slapped the ball when he was trying to...
Yeah.
Well, somebody must have moved first.
All right. So they'll move the ball back. Clyde's penalty on this drive. This drive started at their own 20. At the 9:39 mark, Chapin ran in from 21 yards out.
Second down and 8.
Gives Norwalk what I think is a pretty sizable lead right now. Abe Morrison, the quarterback. He's got Danielson next to him. Out far is Cobble. Now splitting out far is going to be Lozier. And here comes Nuss in motion.
Time clock's down to 6, 5, and counting. They better hurry up.
There's a high snap. Daniels gets it, and Daniels puts his head down and gets to the 35.
Well, I'm not sure if Daniels took that snap. I mean, it was like they both went for the ball, and Daniels just grabbed it, brought it up into the line.
Third down and a long 6. 6:33 to go. Abe Morrison at quarterback, and we'll see if Brad Bannister has any updates for us on Jaden Cook. Morrison back. He's looking. He's going to throw it out here. It's going to be caught, and it'll be for a first down to Cobble. That'll stop the clock.
Just down here on the sideline,
Yep.
Jaden's in a lot of pain down here, and knowing Jaden, having him in class, it makes me sick to see him struggling again right now.
We have no idea what the injury is.
He's grasping at his shoulders. I'm assuming his pain's coming from there.
Yeah, okay. All right. Morrison, hands off, keeps himself, puts his head down. He spins, turns, keeps his feet moving. He gets down inside the 19. So, off the deck, hey, your time to play, boy. Go on in there. And he's kind of doing what he has to, right? So, The clock is not Clyde's friend. 16-7. Trying to make something happen. We do have a final here. Gibsonburg 48-0 over St. Joe Central Catholic.
Tell you what, Abe Morrison showing a little moxie out there right now. Just coming in off the bench.
Oh, yeah.
And, winging that ball around and running. Doing a nice job.
He looks comfortable back there. He's 6'2". Throws it out here. Nice pass. Caught. Nice block. Going towards the end zone. Getting in. No, out of bounds at the 2. Lozier. Nice seal block out there on the Flyers. And that was, who was that on the block? Just fantastic downfield block. I think it was Wilson. So Clyde's going to have it 1st and goal at the 5.
Yeah, Wilson had a block out there. Griffin Noss was out there blocking as well.
Onside kick, Mike. That's all Clyde does.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, think about it. I mean, it's kind of Morrison under center. I'm sure he's going to take the ball himself. He's going to hand out. Boy, barely gets it to the running back, but into the end zone, I believe. Did they get it or not? They spot him at the 1, Brad Bannister.
They're going to spot it right about they're going to put it about the 2.5, 3 yard line.
Oh, wow. It looked like he got a little more forward motion than that.
I think it should be down a little further, too, but they're going to keep it at the 3.
All right, Morrison under center. He gets down under center. He's going to hand up to Daniels. This time he's in the end zone for the score. So Daniels is going to get a 1-yard touchdown score for Clyde. Sure, Clyde will probably go for 2.
Well, let's go for 1 because you still be able to take control with a field goal. So if you put 1 on the board and you kick another field goal, you got 17.
Holman in for the extra point. 16-play, 80-yard drive by Clyde. It took 5 minutes off the board. There's the snap. There's a hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. We'll keep it right here. So the kick is good. So now your score is Norwalk 16 and Clyde 14. Clyde lost last week to Tiffin Columbian, who also was one of the 4 teams that beat them last year before they won the state championship, 19-16. And here now they're down 16-14. So 4:39. These teams always seem to punch the ticket into a last-second game, don't they?
Yeah, and one thing that probably is not going to happen is overtime unless Clyde gets a safety on the Truckers. Then it'll go in overtime. Other than that, chances of overtime are very, very slim right now. So we're not going to have a replay of the last 2 years.
The Vegas odds on that are 25-1.
I take that odd.
You can put money on that? First of all, they don't have a kicker to kick it down far enough to get them back there.
That is true.
You'd have to have about a 30-yard snap over the quarterback's head.
And a couple sacks.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think those odds just kind of grew a little bit. Either way, it's been a good ball game. 16-14, Norwalk and Clyde going at it. We thought it'd be a close game, and it has been. So now Clyde will kick off, and it will be Andrew Bauer to kick off. Norwalk has to just field the kick. And it is kind of kicked, and they do field it, and they'll get it at their own 47. So Norwalk 1st and 10 at their own 47. They got 2-point lead. They got 4:38. Now the proverbial, when we run clock, Norwalk hasn't really kind of shown that's how they run, Mike.
They can't run a whole lot of time off the clock. But with that passing game that they have, they can kind of dink and dunk it a little bit and keep that clock moving.
Both teams have 3 timeouts. Glad you're with us here tonight on 92.1 The Wolf. John Collin with Mike Martin and Brad Bannister. 16-14. Clyde scored in the first quarter and here late in the fourth quarter. Nothing in the second quarter or third quarter for them. They are going to run it with Trachek. He's going to get hit and drop. He'll get a yard at best. We'll spot him at about the 49. Be 2nd down and 9.
Dylan Overmeyer out there again, just reading that. They're not sending any linebackers. They're doing a nice job of reading it, coming up and making a play for very short gains.
If Clyde holds, they will get the ball back with a couple minutes.
Yes.
And their rookie quarterback at the helm.
But I tell you, I would put
the confidence.
He looked very good on that last drive.
All right, so Chapin back He's got Treychuk next to him on his right. Two receivers at the near side. Looking to throw. He pump fakes. He's going to go to keep it himself. He's going to roll to the right side. And Overmeyer is going to get him and pull him out of bounds and stop the clock. They're going to pull him out of bounds at about the Clyde 45. Be about a pickup of 6. And should be third down and a long 3.
Yeah, he wanted to get that ball to Oliver Maloney, but he fell down. He went down, and once he saw that one receiver pattern, once he saw that, he had to take off and run, and Overmeyer's right there to get him out of bounds.
Now you have official timeout. Chapin had to run and get the ball. All right. 3:52. Clock stopped. 16-14. Norwalk with the lead and the football. Third down and 3. Man in motion is Phillips. They're going to try and run him out to the side. He's going to get the first down and more. He's going to be gone at the 30, at the 20, at the 10. Good night. Touchdown, Norwalk. Phillips came back from that cramping. Well, he had a little thing to make up, and that's about a 45-yard touchdown sweep.
Yeah, they definitely gave him enough fluids in there to keep that cramp away because he just showed a lot of speed running away from the Clyde defense. Able to get that ball into the end zone. I think that probably is going to put the icing on the cake right now.
Oh, yeah. That's what we call a no-doubter. And Smith in to keep his night perfect. Norwalk. There's the kick. It's up, and it is good. We'll keep it right here. Norwalk 23, Clyde 14.
Well, that's exactly what Norwalk needed to do. And they gave it to the man that has been predominantly their number one receiver. And right there, he just showed that he's got a lot of speed that he can break away when he needs to.
Well, it's been kind of quiet with Brad Bannister. Let's find out what he's doing on the side. I'll make sure he's still with us.
Brad, I'm still down here, guys. But the
Phillips.
sideline, with the injury and then the big breakaway, it's very quiet over here. And, still just got to find a way to get a quick score and try to come back.
Well, I believe that Abe Morrison, it's not that he doesn't have the ability, but with 3:42 left in this game, it's going to be quite a task for him to be able to bring this Flyers football team back.
Yeah, I think the challenge right now, to be honest, is that, one, Norwalk's going to play prevent defense. They know they're going to throw the ball. Two, other than Brady Wilson, Nuss hasn't got his hands on the ball at all. So it'll be first and 10, Clyde at the 20. Clyde doesn't have quite the team speed for as much big play opportunity. Okay, so, they're kind of limited on how much they can run. Now, again, 3:42, anything can happen. Yeah, a quick score. But Norwalk, at that point in time, with a minute and a half left, they can just run the ball and run it out. So,
yeah, absolutely.
So they're one possession away from doing that.
When you look at Griffin Knopf, like you said, John, he came into this game as the number one receiver in the Lake Division with 331 yards. We haven't seen a whole lot of him tonight.
Now, maybe Norwalk's game plan was, let's take him away and see what else they do. And maybe that's what's happened.
And that's where Andrew Cabos got the opportunity.
Morrison back, rolling. He's going to throw it out here. It's going to be intercepted. And the return back to the 13-yard line. That time, he was expecting the receiver to do the out, and the receiver did the out and up.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what happened, John. He put his foot in the ground. Wilson acted like he was going to run a little out. He made the stop, and that's when Abe threw it, and Wilson went upfield. And that's when number 4, Staley, was right there to pick that off.
I tell you what, Wilson was open. I mean, he ran a great pattern, but Morrison was expecting him to.
And that's one of those things where you don't get the reps in practice.
Sure.
Because Cook has taken most all those reps.
Right.
You might get a couple, but right there, that just shows that, they weren't on the same page.
So Norwalk, they're just going to run the football, pitch it to the right. Look who's getting the ball. Into the end zone? Nope. Down at the 1. They gave the ball down here to Mason Hughes.
Mason Hughes has done a great job on defense, called his name a lot, and put a lot of pressure on Cook all night long. And now giving him a little bit of love trying to get that ball in the end zone.
Down the 1 yard line. Norwalk piling on now. Remember in the early part of the game, we talked about who we thought was going to win?
Yeah. Well,
and so the team with the most turnovers is going to lose, and that's exactly what's going to happen today. Unfortunately for Clyde, turnovers. They're not with 18 new starters. As there's a handoff, and they hold them out of the end zone that time. With 18 new starters, you just don't have enough experience, and they're not a good come from behind type of team.
No, and that's something that, like you say, it's going to take some time for them. And with the shortened season that we have right now, it's just not going to be something that they're going to be able to get done.
Yeah, and right now there's going to be a timeout, right? No, official timeout down with 2:34 to go.
Looks like
taking down and goal at the 3.
Looks like Hughes came out a little banged up.
Second and goal.
Yeah, you don't want to use him. He's defensively one of their main guys.
Yeah, definitely don't want to lose him.
Chapin has got 2 running backs. Actually, he's got full house backfield. Look at that. Haven't seen that in a while. Chapin wants to get that play clock down. He does. He hands off, and Trichik is going to get in the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, it's just been a rough night for the Clyde Fliers all night, especially when you've got your leading Lake Division quarterback going out of the game. And let's just hope that, it's nothing serious so that he'll be able to come back. But Abe Morrison has shown that, he can take over the reins if need be.
Well, yeah, it's going to be his team now. And the extra point is good. So now it's 30-14. And that's another $100 by Sunrise Cooperative, as Sunrise Cooperative donates towards Fueling the Cure at The Ohio State University. So tonight, that's going to be $400 donated by them here tonight. At the 2:08 mark, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Clyde lost this game in the second, third quarters when their offense couldn't get on the board. And so, therefore, losing Cook, obviously, yes, that's going to hurt them. But the game was already heading on its way out of control, Mike, at that point in time. And Cook runs for the big first down. And Coach Carter and I talked about it off the air. Hey, slide. We don't want you to get hurt. Well, that happens. And so, therefore, he's out. And it might be Morrison's time. We don't know. We hope that Cook is okay because he loves to play basketball, too. And he's lost a couple seasons with that. So, we wish our best to Jaden Cook and what he does. And Clyde took it on the chin here tonight. 2:08 to go. They could not offensively keep enough steam, and Norwalk just eventually did what they did not do against Bellevue, and they took advantage, and they made things happen, and they're going to win this one tonight in a big way. Another kickoff out of the end zone.
Your kick is in the end zone.
So Clyde will get the ball for the last 2:08, down 30-14, so the Flyers are going to drop to 3-2, and their last game of the season next week will be in Bellevue, and it will be Bellevue and Clyde next week. So all the seedings are going to happen, and I tell you what, I'm sure Ryan Carter's going to put his kids in the playoffs. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll see where that happens. Norwalk's made a nice little stand for themselves, and we'll see where they end up going. Of course, they're all in the same division. So we'll see where they go and what's going to happen. Morrison back in the pistol. He's got Daniels next to him. Here comes Lozier in motion. Now we've got 3 receivers to the left side. Morrison back. He's just going to punch it out there to Lozier, and Lozier's going to get the ball, and he'll pick up about 6 to the 26. Did you notice the way that Morrison threw that football? He kind of pushed that shot pass. Yeah, but out here, nice fluid motion, but he kind of shot putted it out there. It was interesting. On the short pass, maybe that's a little more difficult. 2 minutes and counting, 2 minutes, 30-14, Norwalk with the lead. Glad you're with us here tonight. Now, Morrison's going to roll out. He's going to throw it out here, and it's going to be caught. And Cobble will get it out of bounds, 1st and 10. Beautiful connection right there with Cobble on that place. It was delivered perfect.
Right where it needed to be. And he actually threw that ball before Cobble made his break.
Right.
which, something that usually takes quarterbacks quite a little bit of time to be able to do that. But he did a nice job of just getting it right out there, and Cowell did a nice catch keeping the possession.
Well, Morrison, 6'2", and he's looking back. He's looking, looks over. He's going to look to step up. He's got to hurry. Now he's just going to take off and run, and he slides down at the 39-yard line. He'll pick up 4 on that run, but the clock continuing to run. Abe Morrison is a 6'2", 184-pound sophomore. So we know he'll be pushing 200 next year.
Yeah, he's got those genetics.
Yeah, so no doubt about it. 128 and counting. Clyde with the football, down 30-14, trying to end the game with a positive note. Morrison rolling to his right. He's looking, and he throws it out of here. The same possession pass to Cobble, incomplete. That time underthrew him. Stops the clock, 3rd down, and we'll call it a long 6. So Brad Bannister, the Clyde Fliers, are going to walk out of here beat up a little bit tonight against Norwalk. Norwalk just really showed some resiliency, I think, during a lull in the football game. But Clyde, maybe with some injuries, that might be hard for them to overcome.
Yeah, just coming into this game, we knew this would be a very competitive game. We knew both teams had a lot of good things, but they also had things they had to work on. And unfortunately for Clyde, Norwalk came out on top tonight.
All right, getting back to play. Morrison drills a pass towards the center field. Cobble caught it at the highest point. That's an unbelievable catch. That was a 20-yard pass completion to Cobble. Cobble looked fantastic on that.
Cobble's showing some skill out here tonight. Something we haven't seen him be, a big part of this offense. And he's showing he can play now.
He's a junior. Morrison back. He's getting flushed out of the pocket. He gets out of trouble. He's just looking, and now he just throws it away. You know what about him? He has a little bit of a savvy feel to him. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he had 2 guys within 5 yards of him. He's like, listen, I can throw it away. He kept on looking, and then he dinked it out of bounds. He's coming back next year. Obviously, Cook is going to come back next year if the injury isn't a big deal. They've got Wilson coming back. They've got Cobble coming back. They have Griffin Nuss coming back. I mean, they have a lot of speed coming back. And they have Daniels coming back. So here comes Morrison. He's going to step up. He gets past one defender. He throws it out here. It's going to be intercepted.
That was just not a good decision.
Yeah, that was a bad decision.
He saw Cobble standing on the sideline, but, he thought he could just toss it out there, and linebacker standing right there just said, go ahead, throw it. Please throw it.
Yeah,
and when he did, just standing right there, he just came over, picked that off.
Well, this capacity crowd here tonight at Norwalk is going to go ahead as they start to shuffle on out of here. And senior night tonight for them. Big celebration for the Norwalk Truckers. They're just taking knees and stuff right now. Norwalk 2-2. They're going to advance to 3-2 overall. Clyde's going to drop to 3-2. Norwalk next week as they just take the knee. Norwalk is going to, let's see, who do they play next week? Double check for you.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the game. Your final
All right, they're going to let the clock run out.
They play Columbia next week.
All right, so they play Columbia, so it'll be a little bit tougher ball game next week.
That'll be a big game.
Bellevue. But your final here tonight, Norwalk 30, Clyde 14. Stay tuned for our Frozone post-game show after this on the BAS Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Tony Camilleri, CEO of the Fremont Federal Credit Union. We are proud to again sponsor high school sports on Eagle 99, 92.1,